Good morning, everyone. Good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are in the world. Welcome back to the fight room. We are live for Xander Zayas versus Jaron Boots Ennis. And I am very excited about this fight. I am. We are at the Tucker Cedeno fight right now, the last round of it. We've then got Ben Whittaker. He's fighting a guy called Richard Rivera. Who, have I seen this guy before? I don't think I have watched this guy before. And then after that, we have Emiliano Vargas versus Bryce Mills. And then we have the main event. So we're going to be covering 3 fights on this live today. And yeah, I'm excited to chat with you guys. It's been a little minute. We actually did a midweek live for the Crocker against Paro fight, which was actually a pretty good scrap in the end. But it's good to have you. It's good to have people here. I think there's just one round left in this fight. I've not been watching this one though. I've kind of had it on the background, kind of keeping track of the card. There's a few regulars in the chat already though. Good morning, Martin Wood Wilkinson. Good morning, Liam. I'm good, mate. How are you? Big up Aimles, as ever. Ben Daly, good morning. I hope you're well. Good to see you all in. And yeah, I mean, I'm very interested to see how sort of big this fight is after it's all said and done. Hang on, what is this? Who is trying to call me? I'm not scoring this fight, guys, because I've only just started watching it properly. So we'll just chat until the Ben Whittaker fight. But I'll let you know what the result is nonetheless. Yeah, I don't know who this is. Someone random calling me. Never mind. What's up, Henry? What is up, mate? Not a lot. Just living life, you know. Making videos, as ever. 2:50 in the UK. Not sure I'm going to be awake till the main event. Well, maybe get the Whittaker fight and then get some sleep. Liam says, glad you're good, mate. I'll be honest, I'm a bit of a casual coming into tonight's fight. Don't know too much about Ennis or Zayas. Yeah, I had to study a lot to get ready for this one. I'd watched a lot of Ennis, but I'd not watched any of Zayas, really. I'd seen like little bits and pieces, but I hadn't actually sat and studied him properly. So it's when you watch someone, when you're studying someone for the first time, when I'm studying someone for the first time, it takes me a while to kind of get in sync with what they're doing. Maybe it's because I didn't, you know, maybe it's because I don't have like a long history of being a boxer or being a trainer or whatever, but I feel like I kind of have to work quite hard to get the picture of what they're doing in my head. But once I get it, I'm fine. But it's a lot of work. Like the videos you guys see, you might see a 20-minute video. Sometimes I might have done like, you know, sort of 5 days of work to know what I'm talking about. So yeah, it can take a while. But yeah, once I've seen someone once, you kind of get the basics down, then you just kind of build on that knowledge over their career. So the first time you watch someone, the first time you introduce them, that's when it takes time. But we've got the base for Xander Zayas down now. So for the rest of his career, I won't ever have to do as much work as that. But still, it's good. Amos saying the commentators are bad. Well, it's just the way things go, eh? Has anyone been watching this fight? It's a close fight, apparently. Your breakdown was quality. Thanks, mate. The prediction video has gone crazy. It's done over 60,000 views, which I was quite shocked by. I think that's the biggest prediction video I've ever done, which is pretty mad because I didn't think this fight was going to be that big numbers wise. I thought it would be like, you know, okay, but I think it sort of captured the imagination last minute, as these American fights seem to do. They seem to kind of come on strong at the last minute of the promotion. So that's that. That fight's done. So Whittaker's up next. So I can pull up my scorecard. There we go. Whittaker versus Rivera in a 10-round contest. It's interesting with Whittaker, isn't it? They're really not moving him with any great rush in terms of the quality of opposition. And they obviously just felt like he needed more exposure and more experience. More time with Andy Lee in training camp, I suppose. But maybe once they get this one out of the way, potentially they'll get him in a biggish fight next, because they do need to start moving him at some point. Like, you can't just keep putting him with guys that he's supposed to beat comfortably. But I mean, he's looked great. Obviously, he's been absolutely smashing guys in 1 or 2 rounds, building that knockout percentage as well. Fair enough. Fair enough, Aimlez. Happy either way. Yeah, I mean, as I say, I wasn't watching it, so I do not know. Whittaker needs a name next. Not a fight he'll be an underdog in, but someone who's got popularity. Yeah. Yeah, I just feel like a Dan Aziz fight or a... I mean, but then the thing is, it looks like they're going to try and build him in America now. Like, that does seem to be the chatter and the way they're moving him. I think they feel he'll be more appreciated in the States. So, who would be a good American name at light heavyweight? When does the fight start, Australia? Which fight, mate? You talking about the Whittaker fight? It should be in the next sort of 20 minutes, I reckon. Yeah, we need an American light heavyweight for Ben Whittaker. Let's have a look. Oh, do you know what's crazy is I forgot that Naji Lopez is a light heavyweight, and he looks like a crazy talent. So I'm sure they'll meet at some point. Morel's ranked. Morel would be interesting at some point after that loss, but I don't know if they'd take that risk with him, because it could have just been a massively off night for Morel. We know he's good. Maybe Jesse Hart? How old is he now? 37. That could be decent. He's a bit older. Lost a majority decision to Khalil Ko last time out. But he's barely been active in the last few years. I don't know. Someone like that, maybe. If Boots wins tonight, how can you see Boots Fundora going? I would 100% fancy Boots in that fight. I personally, I'm not a massive Fundora fan. I know people get quite upset with me for that. But I just feel like if he meets the wrong athlete, I think he'll lose, because it is a lot about just his size that makes him as good as he is. He leans into his physical attributes, as you should, and he has definitely improved. But I just think the right fighter with the right explosiveness will catch him, because he is open if you could get to him. It's the size and the reach that's kind of the issue a lot of the time. So I would really fancy Boots in that one. But Fundora could do it if he boxed very disciplined. Assassin has a great question, but I would expand it to include Zayas. How do you see Fundora against either? I think I'd probably pick... The thing is, I hate doing this. You guys know this. I hate picking fights when I've not really studied it, because I often change my mind a lot. But and often my top line thoughts are usually can be pretty wrong. It's not until I actually look at what guys are doing that I fancy them, or sort of see the things that make me pick them. But I think I would pick Fundora off the top of my head against Zayas, but I want to see what Zayas looks like tonight. This is the first really big step up where we're going to see what he's all about. So, have been watching much of the World Cup. I've been watching bits and pieces. I've watched all the England games, although I didn't get up this morning because I was out last night and I hadn't been out in ages. I hadn't been out for a long time on a night out, so I thought, you know what, I'm actually just going to go for it here a little bit. Didn't go crazy, just had a few drinks, but you got to cut loose sometimes, and I haven't been doing it at all. As you can see how much content I've been posting lately, it's been relentless. But I feel like with boxing, because the big things don't come along that often when they're there, you just got to go for it and capitalize on it. So I was going to have a day off yesterday. I've not had a day off this week. I was going to have a day off, and I ended up doing the Usyk video instead. So yeah, but no complaints. The channel's growing nicely. So. Zyotac, hello mate, says, I like Whittaker and understand he's not got that many pro fights, so still need to build himself somewhat, but he's nearly 30 and has fought essentially no one real of note. This is the problem, and it's the way he struggled with Liam Cameron in that first fight that makes people concerned. But then he was great in the rematch, and I do think he's a lot better under Andy Lee. I think he's got a nice style. He's not messing around as much. He's going for the knockout. He's been way more clinical. They are going to have to move him at some point. He needs to be in a proper boxing match where he's having to think and move and react and all that stuff for rounds. At the minute, he's just blowing guys out of there. So building the brand, but not necessarily building the CV. And one of the things I do worry about matchroom fighters sometimes is that they're not the best. They're not the best at building experience and building fighters' resumes in terms of understanding how to fight different styles and experience in the ring. They're really, really good when it comes to building fighters, commercially. But I do sometimes worry about how they move them in terms of the experience and their development. But as you say, Whittaker is, he's nearing 30. Or is he 30 yet? I don't know. Let's have a look. Ben Whittaker. Whittaker is 29. He's 30. Oh, no, he's just turned 29. Okay, so he's all right. He's probably got... Yeah, you probably are okay for another 6 months, but then you do need to start moving him aggressively because what's his peak going to be? 3-4 years? He's very athletic. He relies a lot on those reflexes. So the second they start going, he will decline a lot as a fighter. So... Well, in theory. I would expect him to decline a fair bit as a fighter. Is what I should say. Whittaker will not get an early stoppage tonight. I see another Cameron 1 coming, says Ziggy. Well, I don't know anything about the guy he's fighting. So, Richard Rivera. Let's have a look. I do kind of recognize the name. Has he fought anyone top? I don't... Badu Jack lost a split decision in 22. So that was a much better version of Badu Jack, to be fair. So that's interesting. What weight was that at? 199. Okay, so that was up at cruiserweight as well. So he's obviously quite a big light heavy. Interesting. Well, yeah, I mean, this actually might not be a bad opponent, but I guess we'll see. How old is he? 35? Yeah, could be okay. He's only lost twice. He also lost to Luis Antonio Tejeda. Interesting. All right, well, we'll see what he's like on the ring. Hopefully he'll give Whittaker rounds. We do need that. Need to see him go through the motions a little bit. Mate, literally, this is exactly what happened. Wanted a day off and Usyk decides to vacate all his belts. I was like, you not wait till Monday or something. Now, what we're going to do next week is, you know how we did that heavyweight rankings video? We're going to do one for 154 pounds next week. Well, that's what I'm planning anyway. Because I now think after this one, we're going to have a pretty good read on the division. Virgil Ortiz is the kind of missing link at the minute that will let us know exactly how things stand. But I think we can have a pretty good estimation of who the top 10 154 pounders in the world are at that point. So that'll be fun. Such an interesting division, so competitive. "202 says, I'm glad Usyk did finally vacate. It's like a year late, though." Yeah, I suppose it is a year late. I mean, he's kind of been holding the belts after Dubois, too. Obviously, for the Rico fight, it's not really worth it. But I don't know. He's within his rights to hold them for as long as they're not ordering mandatories, I guess. It's not his fault. He's given them up at the last minute. But he did give up that WBO belt, so that made one fight. And who knows? Maybe he was sort of feeling his body out and seeing what he had left, and then he realized he didn't have that much left after the Rico fight. So Yeah, I think he probably got a bit of a dose of reality there, to be honest. Sorry, I'm just sorting something out, guys. I had a missed call. I just want to check that it's not someone I need to speak to. Hmm. Yeah, I don't know who that is. Weird. You'd like to see Whittaker versus Zach Chelly? Yeah, that's a good fight. Makes sense. Oh, dear. Everyone can say what they like about Eddie Hearn, but he helped Haney, Bivol, and Bam build solid resumes and achieve huge things in the sport. Yeah. Eddie's a great promoter. He's a very, very good promoter. The thing is, you're talking about guys who, when Eddie joined them, they really already were the finished product. Bam, fair enough, he's moving him from early, but he's a special talent. And with Bam, he's so good. It's just like, yeah, just put him with anyone. Haney and Bivol, again, like they were already built when Eddie got his hands on them, really. So yeah, I don't really count those, but they're not bad. I'm not saying he's bad at moving fighters either. Matchroom are good at moving. They are definitely good at moving fighters. I'm just saying sometimes I see it where, you know, they're too bit too focused on the commercial, but it's fine. Football is done 0-0. What does that mean for Portugal? Don't forget to hit the like button, says Shawnee H. Shine. I do agree with that, Shawnee. Please do hit the like button, people. Be very much appreciated. The stream's still building, though. Not too many people in yet. Should be good for the Whittaker fight, though. I hope. How is Fundora number 1 at 154 for stopping an old Thurman? Well, what rankings is he number 1 in? You talking about the ring rankings? To be fair, he's probably still got the best resume at 154 right now. Because Virgil Ortiz has never won a world title, regardless of who he's fought. Boots currently doesn't hold a world title, so he can't be number 1. Zayas has 2, but again, Zayas is very young, less experienced. So yeah, I think that's probably why. Usika's 39 and coming to the end of his career, to be fair. He is indeed, yeah. That's exactly why he's doing what he's doing. He said he's only got 1 fight left. I haven't been listening to Hatman at all. I don't know what you are referring to. I mean, I occasionally listen to his videos, but not loads. I try not to listen to other creators too much because I don't want my opinions to be warped. What did you think I'm regurgitating that Hatman said? But, like, I'm not surprised if I have said something Hatman said because I often agree with what he thinks, so. I have seen Tara Moana, yeah. It's just really hard to know how good he is until he fights someone with a pulse. He's obviously a physical beast, though. Punches hard. How good of a boxer is he? Just hard to know until he's in a boxing match because he's not really been in a proper contest yet where it's competitive and back and forth. Do you think Vargas will get the KO? I don't know much about that fight, mate, so I will just be calling that one, to be fair. Can't really give you too many thoughts on it. Let's have a look at the fight. So Emiliano Vargas, 70. Oh, yeah, okay. Did I watch that Quintana fight? I feel like I did. What event was that on? Yeah, Navarrete and Nunes, I did watch that fight. But I don't remember it very well. So when you, yeah, all these fights merge into one for me, to be honest. Bryce Mills, have I watched you before? Oh yeah, I saw these guys going at it in the press conference. So Bryce Mills, this is a massive step up for him. He's not fought anyone of note, so that's interesting. Liam says, might be a hot take, but I want to see. Is that in the shot? That's fine. I want to see more taunting from Ben Whitaker. It's what blew him up in the first place. May as well ride that wave till the wheels fall off. I think that I don't know. I'm happy just to see him get locked in and just get down to business. To be honest, yeah, I don't mind it here and there, and I don't mind it as a strategy in a fight if you want to frustrate. But generally speaking, nah, I don't love it. I want him to just be focused on his boxing. Why do so many people think highly of Terra Moana? He's literally done nothing in this. I think people are just excited about him. And you know, you see the highlight reel, and it happens all the time. People see a highlight reel, they think that someone is, you know, the next Mike Tyson or whatever, but without the context of who they're fighting, it doesn't really mean a lot, does it? How do you think Dalton Smith matches up against the rest of the 140 champions? I think he has a good chance against Hitchens and Russell. Stevenson, not so much, too slick and defensively. So, yeah, I don't think he would beat Stevenson. I like Hitchens as well, to be honest. I would admit, yeah, I'd like to see the Russell fight. That would be very interesting. Big up Crazy X-Man, one of the OGs. Hope you're good, man. Oh, you're saying I'm agreeing on Hatman on them being too heavily commercial. Right, well, I didn't know he thinks that, so I have also noticed it, though, I'll say that. But it's not to say, look, they're not bad at what they do, and I don't think it's, like, always the case. But I'd say sometimes they can veer more on the side of commercial opportunity and commercial growth versus actually improving as a boxer. I think Joshua's a great example of that. Great card today. It is a great card today. By the way, guys, do consider donating to the stream. We've got a goal of $150, as you can see there on screen, just below the clock. So that'll go up. And obviously, I prioritize super chat, so I'll guarantee your comments read out if you send me a super chat. Unless it is too lewd, in which case we'll have to rescind some of it. But anyway, yeah, do consider supporting the stream. And if you want to get this card on DAZN, the link is in the description and the pinned comment. If you use Henry5 at checkout, you get some kind of discount. It depends where you are in the world. The discount varies, apparently. So just put Henry5 in and see what happens. This is if you're a new or expired user. But I know a lot of you guys already have DAZN Ultimate or whatever. So you got it included already. Oh, yeah, that's a good point. Yeah, Puello Smith was ordered, wasn't it? I think Pollo is good. I thought he beat Sobral Matias by a round or two. So it's a good fight. He's more of a boxer than Sobral Matias, so that'll be very interesting. Too lewd, exactly. Thank you for the 202, 202. Oh, it's bust still, isn't it? Why is that happening? Right, so apparently this is broken. Right, let me just try and fix this, because we're still waiting for the fight. Right, let's try and fix this. Right, I don't know if that's worked. Maybe I should just delete it altogether and re-add it. All right. Let's see if that works. Well, then hopefully a donation will come in soon, and I will let you know if that works. We'll all see. Martin says, you can't watch the fights as I'm on holiday in Japan and DAZN doesn't work with the VPN. It should do. I've done that before. Maybe try a different VPN, Martin. Big up Toaster King. Hope you're good, man. Hate to say it, but Plant is washed. His stamina always let him down is non-existent now. Well. Hello, David. How are you, mate? I won't allow any Marek Gassiev slander. He is rightfully the WBA champ. Okay. I didn't realize you were so passionate about Gassiev. Of course, Henry is covering a fellow Brit. I mean, I cover anyone that's significant in the sport, mate. But yeah, I happen to be covering a fellow Brit right now, yeah. All right, Whitaker's about to ring walk people, so this should be good. Do bang a like on the stream, people. Gassiev is one of 4 cruiserweight champions to also become heavyweight champ, and he's the best out of all of them. It's an interesting take, David. You think he's better than Usyk? Think he's better than David Haye? And you think he's better than fucking I was out last night. My brain's gone to mush. Holyfield. Fucking hell. Yeah. Just it's weird, isn't it? It just shows my bias for the 154-pound division, really, doesn't it? Japan doc doing numbers, I see, says Riyadh. Mate, it's picked up, yeah. It's done over 120,000 views now, which is great. So I think it is now officially my most viewed video ever, which is awesome. Because obviously, you know, you commit a lot of time to these things and you never know. It was obviously a bit of a risk. So yeah, I'm delighted. You've watched it 3 times, Liam. That's sick. I love stuff like that, man. So basically, guys, like the plan at the minute for the next documentary, if you're interested, is I'm hoping to do something in Sydney next month because there's that big card with Spence fighting Sue. And I spoke to Ronnie Shields, and he was saying he'd be keen for us to come in the gym and film, but we're just waiting for confirmation and stuff on that. And I need to see how free Matt is as well, because I'd like to do a bigger piece about Australian boxing, but it's just whether or not we got time. So that will be the next one, and I don't think I'll need to crowdfund that because obviously it's just Sydney, so it's not that far. I might need to consider raising something for accommodation, but we'll just see. And obviously to cover Matt, because obviously the guy is getting nothing out of it other than just pure love for the game. So it's a lot of work for him. And then the other, but then the question is whether people would be keen on crowdfunding the one after that, because it would be something that would be more costly. And obviously I've not been able to get sponsors or anything for it yet. So people talking about Mexico, Cuba, America, we would definitely need to crowdfund for those. We need to raise money for it however we do it. So the question is just whether or not people will be up for crowdfunding another one, because I wouldn't want to ask more people than they want to do. So we have to analyze that at the time. Sorry if I'm a bit sniffly, by the way, guys. The air is very dry in this room, and it's kind of irritating me. This is the problem with doing a studio. It's like I've got to close the room off so it's dark and stuff. I'd love to open a window, though. Please smash a like on the stream, guys. There's over 200 of you in here. And guys, if you want to get this fight on DAZN, Ben Whitaker, American debut, the link is in the description of the pinned comment to support my channel. It goes through my link. I get a little bit of, I don't even know what I get from DAZN for it. Basically, they let me use the footage. So it does help to support the channel. And use Henry 5, you get a discount. And check out. Also consider DAZN Ultimate, and you get all the pay-per-views. Minimum 12 a year. I actually did check in with them about the Misfits thing because I was a bit like, I don't really like the idea that, you pay for DAZN Ultimate and then Misfits is one of those pay-per-views, but they basically said to me, yeah, it's like minimum 12 pay-per-views. Misfits is a bonus one. So it's not like, they're saying to you, oh, this is one of your pay-per-views and we're not going to do another one because of it. It's more just like a bonus, extra bonus sort of thing because the viewership's so different. So yeah. Not that I would encourage anyone to buy that anyway. You shouldn't buy Misfits. It's terrible. Unless you're into it, that's fine. But I just mean if you're interested in pro boxing. And yeah, do consider sending super chats, guys. Obviously, prioritize those. And I wouldn't mind testing to see if the tip jar is working or not because I've got my stream goal up on the screen just here. Hoping to hit 150 on this stream, and yeah, it wasn't working a minute ago, and 202 donated. So quite excited to watch Ben Whitaker. I haven't watched him live for a while. Maybe we should get a poll going, actually. I wonder what people think about this. What do people think about this question? Will Whitaker be a world champion? Oh, yeah, I'm going to have to do that, mate. Because everyone thinks I'm on the freaking bags all the time because I'm sniffling, but it's just genuinely because the freaking dust in here. These rooms are all carpeted. How's it going, Henry? It is going well, Jimmy. Thank you. I hope you're well, mate. Big up for the super chat, Martin. Yeah, this is not working. I don't know what is wrong with this, but it stopped working for no reason at all. So let's get rid of it. That's gone. But thank you very much for the super chat, mate. DAZN Def not working with VPN, so we'll be relying on your commentary, mate. Best boxing channel. Thank you. The 500 yen dono. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I don't know why it's not working. It's very annoying. Oh, I figured out what was wrong with it. Okay. Yeah, right. That should fix it. I'll have to re-add it now. Right, let's try it again. Right, that should now be working. I might be wrong, but we will find out next time someone donates. All right. Darren says, love how this channel has grown and that I was here at the start. Hell yeah, mate. Even donated the first 3 subscriptions. That's so good. Yeah, man, I love this community. There's so many names that have been in here for like the last 2 years. Discovered me early and just stuck with me, and I just appreciate you guys so much. I always remember those names, those sort of first collection. Crazy X-Man's in here right now. I remember Crazy X-Man popped up on the very first live stream I did for Terence Crawford against Madrimov. All right. They've been announced. Got my clock ready. Hope you're ready, people. All right, it's still not working. Fuck's sake. I thought I'd fixed it. Oh, God, I don't know. Yeah, I don't know what's going on with that. Is genuinely bust. I don't know what's wrong with it. It's a real credit to you, Henry. You're doing an amazing job. Thank you, Darren. Right, sorry, the fight's about to start, guys. So I'm going to lock in and commentate on this. So send super chats if you want your comments to be prioritized. We're underway in round number 1. Thank you for the donation, Techno Lawyer. Whittaker straight onto the front foot here. Pawing with that lead hand. Rivera taking backward steps. He tries a body jab, but Whittaker pulls backwards and then he clinches. Jab to the body from Whittaker. Whittaker, they both have the same stance at the minute. Rivera tries a few shots to the body there. Hooks. Body jab from Whittaker, just missing there. Well, left hook to the body from Whittaker. The little left hook to the head from Rivera in reply as Whittaker threw and landed his own shot. Oh, lovely hook to the body there from Whittaker. Straight right hand down the pipe as well, upstairs. And then a jab to the body. I don't think he is cut to the left eye. I'm looking at him right now and I can't see a cut, so I don't know what you're seeing there, mate. Oh, counter left hook from Whittaker and then a jab to the body. A jab to the head there from Whittaker and a counter right hand as well. Vera tries to step in. Whittaker already looks quite in control of the range. Jab to the body from Whittaker. His feet are so quick, he is just taking it away from Rivera when he tries to press. So Rivera permanently on the back foot right now. Body jab from Whittaker there. Oh, counter left hook to the head from Whittaker. Just missing. Body jab from Whittaker. Jab's missing for Rivera to the head. He should really go for the body and chest of Whittaker, in my opinion. Very difficult to headhunt Whittaker early, especially. Body jab from Whittaker. I think you need to finish to the head of Whittaker. I think you start low and finish high. Whittaker with the feints there. Another body jab for Whittaker gets through. Oh, there's a jab from Rivera that lands, though, and then he clinches Whittaker from behind. Body jab from Whittaker. They're just sort of posturing at the minute, which is why I'm a bit quieter. They're standing off each other, having a look. Jab to the head from Whittaker. Body jab from Rivera just missing. It's interesting how they're mirroring stances as well. They've both got that lead hand low, the backhand with the chin tucked in. Body jab from Whittaker. Oh, right hand to the head. He's knocked him down. Lovely right hook around the side of the ear there to Rivera. And he punches the canvas after he goes down. He's frustrated. He's claiming it was the back of the head. But it looked like it was to the side of the head to me. I think that was a good shot. Good knockdown from Whittaker there. And Rivera sort of dipped down. Whittaker stepped forward and the bell's gone to end the round. Whittaker dances to his corner. He's literally showboating to the corner. I don't mind showboating in between rounds. So that's a 10-8 round for Whittaker there. He's looking sharp, I have to say. He's looking good. Very focused. Boxing to a plan, which I enjoy. Do bang a like on the stream, please, people. Only 61 likes so far, but there's a few hundred of you in here. And if you want to get this fight, it's in the pinned comment and in the description to buy the fight on the zone. And the Henry 5 at checkout gets you a discount. Yeah, or it's sort of to the side slash back, but it was Rivera dipping down. It wasn't like Whittaker targeted that area. Oh, the round's underway. Jabs from Rivera to start the round to the guard of Whittaker. Body jab from Rivera. Oh, counter left hook! And he's knocked him down again! Ben Whittaker. Beautiful counter left hook as Rivera lunged in. And it's those little steps backwards that make the space for Whittaker that makes Rivera have to lunge. And then it's just a check left hook. The referee's waved it off. I don't know about that, like. Beautiful knockout for Ben Whittaker in round 2 of the contest. But I'm quite surprised the referee stopped that. Rivera was up on his feet in good time. He looked pretty conscious and he looked like he was all there, but the referee saw something he didn't like. And Yeah, it was a lovely check left hook, but I thought it was more of a flash knockdown, but I'd like to see it again. But that was a fantastic performance from Ben Whittaker, and it's definitely time to start stepping him up now. You've got to step him up. There you go, 202. Got that right. Won't last much longer. Absolutely. We can stop the clock. Over. Very impressive. Very, very impressive from Ben Whittaker. He's looking good at the minute. He is. And I know that these guys aren't, you know, massively good opposition. Rivera had been out the ring for quite some time. When was he last in the ring, Rivera? He's not been in the ring since January of 2025. Still, I thought Whittaker looked great. And he did what he needed to do. But it was a quick stoppage. But at the same time, you could say that Rivera was about to get smashed potentially. But it was early still, and he was fresh, so I would have given him another opportunity, given he was up on his feet and whatnot. He seemed fully conscious. But yeah, that was just easy for Ben Whittaker. Super easy. Barely got hit. So yeah, but we it's time to start stepping him up. It has to be. Yeah, Rivera's just lunged in with a lead hand, and Whittaker's just sort of moved his head and whipped in that left hook at the same time. Let's see it again. Yeah, Whittaker just turned his head to the outside. The jab missed, and he got his left hook around the outside, and the right hand of Rivera wasn't in the right position to block the shot. Let's see it again. To be honest, actually, the right hand was in a good position from Rivera. It caught it right at the front of the chin. So Rivera had his left hand up like this, and it actually went through the gap there. Impressive. Everyone seems to think that was an early stoppage. How does this affect our poll, I wonder? 64% of 116 people think Whittaker will be a world champion. I wonder if that's going to go up after that knockout. Maybe. But yeah, not a great performance from Rivera, you have to say. Get in the comments, guys. What did you make of that? And who does Whittaker fight next? That's the big question. It does seem they want to grow him in America now. Great performance from Whittaker, I have to say. That was very good. But, you know, the opponent, it's all contextual, isn't it? This is why we need him with some better people. Dear. Well, we'll wait for the next fight. Just one more fight, and then we got the main event. Do consider sending in super chats, guys. It helps to support what I'm doing here. Prioritize that comment always. And if you want to get this card on DAZN, the link is in the description and in the pinned comment. Use Henry5 at checkout, you get a discount. Let's hear what Ben Whittaker has to say. He said, I'm sorry I couldn't give you all the dancing. I hit him and he went to sleep. He's saying he wanted more rounds, but when you hit him like that, Can't really go any further. Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't want him wasting time in the ring, to be honest. If they're not good enough, just get them out of there. Interviewer asking if you caught him on the back of the head. He's saying he needs to see it back. Oh, here we go. To be fair, I don't think... Oh. They can't see it, just we can see it. I don't think that's too bad. I think, you know... Oh, this is the second one, the check hook. Yeah, it's a really good check hook. Very accurate, very powerful. X-Man wants him to face the guy who stopped Liam Cameron. Who was that again? Who did Liam Cameron fight last? Liam Cameron fought Bradley Ray. Oh, yeah, of course. Yeah, Bradley Ray is good. That would be interesting. Yeah. But, like, he's a UK fighter, and I just think... I'm pretty sure they're trying to build him in the States. I'm pretty sure. So, yeah, interesting. Very interesting. All right, they're asking if he's ready for Benavidez, Bivol, Better Beef. Let's hear. He's asking the crowd if that sounded good. Kind of a muted reaction. They don't. I don't think the Brooklyn crowd really know who Whitaker is yet. Asked if he's ready for the championship fight. He said, "Don't ask silly questions." I assume that means he's ready for a championship fight, but you never quite know. Do bang a like on the stream, please, people, and obviously subscribe if you're new as well. Now Eddie comes in and talks him up. Eddie's saying that for British fighters, it's their dream to come and fight in America. Is that a prelude to Anthony Joshua and Tyson Fury fighting in Vegas? Maybe. Maybe that's what's in his head now. I think British fighters do like fighting in America, though. You know, the whole Vegas thing, it's very cool. Adam says, early stoppage, but Whitaker impressive. I do agree with that. Okay. Okay, they've just said Whitaker's going to headline in Birmingham in October. And then they want him to go for World Championships next year. Well, interesting. Well, yeah, if he's going to headline in Birmingham, he will fight a Brit next. So who should he fight? Get in the comments, what British light heavyweight would you like to see Ben Whitaker headline against in Birmingham next? In, I think he said October. Let's have a look. Who would I like? Andy Lee says he's ready for anybody. Hang on a sec. Sorry. I just want to do this. So, got the UK light heavyweight box rec up here. So, I wonder which of these it will be. I wonder which of these guys it's going to be. I reckon that it will be... I mean, I'd love to see the Buatsi fight. Willie Hutchinson would be a bit of a nightmare fight for him as well. He's very unorthodox. Craig Richards. I mean, Craig Richards would be interesting. I wouldn't mind seeing that, actually. But yeah, there's plenty of options at light heavyweight for a UK homecoming. Bravo 6 going dark. Yeah, sorry about that. But anyway, there's some really interesting fights in there. I think Hutchinson would be good. I think... But yeah, I mean... If he's going to headline, yeah, and you want a guy who's not quite world level but is good, Buatsi would be very, very interesting. Yeah. Interesting that Callum Smith's not in there. I don't know why he's not in there. Very strange. Anthony Yard, maybe? I think he could beat Anthony Yard now. I do. Anthony Yard would be a fantastic one. I would do Anthony Yard. If I could pick anyone, I'd do Anthony Yard. Show might reveal history. I know, mate. Very dangerous. Very dangerous things indeed. Yeah, that tip jar thing is completely bust, isn't it? Let's just get rid of it. I don't know how to fix it, so... All right. Get the scorecard ready for the next one. So we've got Emiliano Vargas and Bryce Mills, both USA. By the way, I had so many comments on my bloody Zayas Ennis video for saying it's Puerto Rico versus the USA, and everyone was like, oh, how can that be? Puerto Rico's part of the USA. Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't realize Puerto Rico don't have their own sports teams. Newsflash, they do. So, I think it's okay to say. I feel okay saying it. People just love to try and be smart, though, and catch you out. Oh, you did this wrong. Egypt. Vargas. Mills. It's a 10-rounder. I do not hate that we have 10 rounders before the 12-round main event. I'm actually all right with it. Callum Smith's inactive on BoxRec. Corey Bo. Oh, hello, Corey Bochi. Good point. Good point. Yeah. Is Smith still fighting? He is. He's waiting for his shot against Bivol. Apparently, Bivol's now got to go and have elbow surgery. So then he said he's going to fight Smith after that. But like, how often does Callum Smith? What was I trying to say? Sorry. How long can Bivol be out the ring for with injuries and be allowed to hold the belt still? Like, this is the second injury he's had and the second time he's getting everyone around him waiting. I mean, Rivera was listed as inactive though, mate, because he hadn't fought for over a year as well. So, inactive just means you haven't fought for a long time. I think it's a year. If you haven't fought for a year, yeah, that's right. That's absolutely right. Bivol should take the better beef matchup. I'm tired of that fight not getting a proper conclusion because it needs one. The problem is, man, like, for me, I know what you're saying, but I just don't think whatever happens will accurately represent the rivalry because I think Better Beef's been so inactive. I just can't imagine he hasn't deteriorated since the last fight with his injury history, with his age now, no matter how well he's looked after himself. At the same time, Bivol's had his injuries, but yeah, I don't know. I just feel like, yeah, I just feel like that's a tough fight for Better Beef to get up for when he's at this stage, but I don't know. I feel like Bivol's the worst fighter to fight if you start to slow down. But we haven't seen anything. I'm assuming based on what I know about athletes and sports and all that sort of thing, but he might be a special athlete, Better Beef. The elbow's been repaired already, has it? Anti-duckable. Yeah, that's exactly right. It's just whether or not how long it takes him to get in the ring now to have that fight, I suppose. All right, we had 200 votes. 66% of you believe, so that's 2/3, believe that Whittaker will be a world champion. So that's interesting. We'll end that poll. Please smash a like on the stream as well, guys. Only 86 likes. There's over 350 people in right now. And if you want to watch the main event with me, watch the fights, make sure you get DAZN. The link is in the description. Use Henry5 at checkout for a discount. And obviously, you can sync with me and listen to my commentary. Or if you don't want to pay for it, just listen to me. That's all good too. Very welcome here. I have to say, I actually think that Malik Scott is doing a really good job as a pundit. I think he focuses more on those tactical insights, and obviously I really appreciate that stuff. So I think Malik's doing good. Ben Daly, bit random, but do you have a favorite boxer currently, Henry? I don't have. I've said this many times. I really try to avoid having favorites because I want to stay as neutral and objective as possible. I just find that like as soon as you start having any emotional attachment to fighters, it really influences how you call them. Like even just like really being really honest with you guys, even just spending time around Junto in the documentary and then the fight coming up, like I really wanted Junto to do it. And I don't really want that kind of bias, to be honest with you. I don't want to feel that way. So but it's really difficult when you beat people and you like them and they give you their time and whatever else. So yeah. But no, in honesty, I try and avoid having like favorite fighters. Who do I really appreciate though? Who do I think is great and enjoy? Is a different question, I suppose. I think Bam right now is just looking so sensational. He's so good, isn't he? I'm very excited about Italma. And who else do I like? I like the look of that Naji Lopez at light heavy. I really do. I think he looks very good. I'm a big Bivol fan. I really like Bivol in terms of his style. Yeah. Some interesting fighters out there right now. I think Shakur is outrageous. No, I don't know how you beat Shakur. I really don't. Inoue as well. Oh, God, I appreciate Inoue's boxing style so much. He's so brilliant. So, yeah. Oh, yeah. Benavidez is absolutely fantastic to watch. You know what it is with Benavidez? The level of talent I think it takes to fight the way he does, I think it's so high. I mean, to be able to come forward like that with the hand speed and the skills and the in-the-pocket defense is so impressive to me. So impressive. So, yeah, I think Benavidez is absolute top quality. Right, I'll be back in 2 seconds, guys. All right, I'm back. God, it is stuffy in here. Good evening, Pure Bliss. Hope the Cohen main event will be fireworks. I think the main event's going to be absolutely amazing. I think it could be fight of the year. I'm genuinely really excited about it. So we'll see. X-Man doesn't like the idea that Shakur is moving to Zuffa. I understand the financial gain, but that's all. I wish he would shoot for undisputed at 140. Mate, I do not want him to go to Zuffa. I don't want anyone to go to Zuffa because unless you're old and you're at the end of your career, then I completely get it. Go and have a few extra fights. Get paid a load of money to grow the Zuffa brand. I understand why fighters would do that. I just cannot understand it with Shakur. I get the payday, but like, it's going to ruin the fights he can have. I don't know. That's crazy. Graham Henry ain't a hooker. I don't know what that means. Stuffy, how do you think it feels in the UK with this hot ass weather? It's actually pretty cold in Melbourne at the minute. It's chilly, but yeah, this studio room gets a bit warm, I have to say. It's because it's glass like on one of the walls, so the sun hits it and really heats the room up. So yeah, 202. It's true, but it's winter right now in Melbourne, so it's like 13 degrees or something. That's great. We've got over 100 likes now. Much appreciate, people. Let's keep pushing that number. If you would like to like the stream, I'd appreciate that. Just to get it out to more people, really. And yeah. Do you consider sending super chats? Helps to support the channel. My prediction for Zayas boots. I predicted it in my prediction video. I'm basically like I was really unsure, to be honest, because I can see a world in which Xander Zayas wins the fight on points. I can see how that would happen. But a lot depends on what Boots gets in the ring. My prediction for Boots on points comes down to the idea that Boots is a lot better at 154. And I also believe that Xander Zayas is too big for 54. I think he's sort of outgrown it, and I don't think he punches that hard, Zayas, and I think he'll punch harder at 160. I think he's missing a bit of pop and a bit of... Yeah, he's just missing pop at 154. And I might be wrong, but I've got a feeling when he goes up that he will have more explosiveness. Because at the minute, I watch him fight and I think he punches hard enough to keep guys off him, but he's not really finishing guys with single shots. Having said that, Boots is open and he will get hit, but he will hit you when you're hitting him. It's difficult. Henry, new boxing fan here. How good is Vargas? All I know is he's a boxer puncher type. I watched his last fight, but I can barely remember it, mate. So I'm not going to comment. We'll just watch him and see how good he is. Ortiz going back to Golden Boy. I did not expect that. Where did you see that, mate? I haven't seen that. Maybe he's just locked under contract. And you talking about Virgil? Maybe he's just locked under contract and he can't... he found out he can't leave. Will you be coming to the Abdullah Mason fight next weekend? No. I live in Australia. So no. Will I cover it? I might go live. I probably won't do any predictions or anything, but I'll go live. Maybe. We'll see. I haven't had a day off this week, so... Because, funnily enough, people, this channel isn't actually my full-time job. So I put a lot of time into it, but it isn't technically my full-time job, so... I do need time off. And I didn't get that this week. But you know what it is, guys? Like, when something, like I said earlier in the stream, when something drops that's like a huge moment in time, like Usyk vacating all his belts, I love this game, so I can't leave that alone. I've got to do something about it when it happens. And also, because the momentum I've got right now, I just don't want to miss any of that. I don't want to slip up on it. So, yeah, you've got to just keep up with it all, really. And I suppose the problem with the way I do the channel is because I produce everything and I edit and I make it, you know, I try and make good videos at the end of the day. And I'm just not happy putting stuff out that's not my standard. So it means that every video takes quite a bit of time. We'll see, Ben Daly. We will see. Agreed. Oh, wow. Apparently Teofimo Lopez and Rolly Romero are going to be fighting. Well, or this with the lawyers, apparently. Well. Yeah, I mean, I think Teofimo is too small for 47 personally, but he'll beat Romero. Romero has also moved up, so there's a lot of guys at 47 right now who aren't proper 47 fighters. I think Haney actually is because he's huge. I think he gets in the ring at 165 or something. So he was doing a crazy water cut at 140. So Haney's definitely welterweight sized. Teofimo, I do think he's a 140 fighter, but he got schooled so badly by Shakur. The only move was to go to 147. Well, we're just waiting for the co-main, guys. Teofimo's talking a load of smack right now. I'm gonna have to open a window or something in here. It's way too stuffy. Let me see if I can do this without illuminating the whole room. Right. I've cracked the door. Hopefully the blind doesn't get blown open, but I've got to get some air in here. It's killing me. I feel like I'm running out of oxygen. But yeah, guys, get your questions in the chat while we wait. Oh yeah, the bird calls. No, I'm in a new gaff now, 202, so there won't be any bird calls, hopefully. But do get your questions in the chat, guys, while we wait for the co-main event. And I will do my best to answer them. Opgram says, listen to him still talking about Loma, STFUTO. Well, the thing is, it's his signature win. It's by far his best win. So he'll be dining out on that for the rest of his career. And rightly so. It's a fantastic win, and he did win, you know. Loma got it wrong that night. What matchup interests you more, Henry? Haney versus Keyshawn at 147, or Haney versus Shakur at 144 catchweight, no rehydration clause, or Garcia 2 unification? It's got to be Ryan Garcia 2 unification, to be honest, in terms of like overall excitement, interest, event size, everything. Then Keyshawn at 147, and then I'm not really interested in this catchweight bollocks. What is that? Either you do it at 140 or you do it at 147. Why are we doing a 144 catchweight? Absolute nonsense. No interest in that. Obviously, like, if they do it, they do it. But I'm just saying, like, if I had my choice, I'd do it at a proper weight. So, yeah. Sorry, my hair's flopping all over the gaff. Right. The ring walks are happening. So, it's nearly time for the co-main. And then the main event, which I am buzzing for. Question is, guys, what am I going to do? While we're waiting for this, what am I going to do for dinner tonight? / late lunch. I'm thinking a roast. I know if there's a lot of Americans in here right now, I know you guys aren't big Sunday roast people, but... Or are you? Do Americans do Sunday roast? In Australia, they're not great at it. But I found a couple of pubs now that do have good Sunday roast, and one of them's not that far away. So I'm like, I could walk there after, but... Don't know. We've got to do the post-fight analysis as well, so I may just order something. I usually cook. Most nights a week I cook, but when speed is of the essence. All you guys know that the post-fight analysis of the main event will be out. It will be like probably like midday UK time, morning time USA on the Sunday for that one. So I hope to see you all there for that. As ever. I think there's going to be a lot to talk about. As an American, you love roast. What kind of roast do you go for? X-Man, you don't know what Sunday roast is. You know what brisket... Well, I mean, brisket's amazing. Sunday roast would be like any one of like roast chicken, roast pork, roast beef, roast lamb. They're the staple roasts. And then you have different stuff with them. So you have like roast potatoes, gravy, maybe broccoli, maybe some pumpkin, or like sweet potato, or butternut squash, bit of carrot. And then the thing is, right, traditionally speaking, Yorkshire pudding is only really meant to go with the beef, but I'd have a Yorkshire pudding with any of it. If you're having beef, you have horseradish. If you're having lamb, you have mint sauce, horseradish sauce. And if you have lamb, you have mint sauce. And if you have pork, it's applesauce. Yeah, lamb is mint sauce, pork is applesauce. Chicken would be like red currant jelly or something like that, probably. But it's stuffing with the chicken as well. I wouldn't have stuffing with the others. Maybe pork, probably not. Yeah, that's basically it. So you have rice with your roast to toast the king. That's interesting. I personally do not want rice with my roast. That's just me, though, you know? Traditional kind of guy. All right, I'm quite intrigued to watch this fight. Oh, yeah, well, the crackling is part of the pork roast. Arbo Kera. So, you know. But yeah, I'm a big roast guy. I was actually considering starting a roast account. Like rating roasts in Melbourne. I was considering doing that because I'm that into it. But like, the thing about a roast is because there's a lot of components. You need a lot of oven space. And so I don't really, I mean, I can make a roast, but like, I just don't, it's a lot of work on a Sunday, you know? So I do like just going for a roast. I love just having a little pint with it as well. It's just a sneaky pint. Maybe just like a lower percentage pint so it doesn't like, you know, make me too groggy on the Monday morning. Because I can't drink that much these days. Yeah, Yorkshire pudding. The thing is, I get it. When you describe a Yorkshire pudding to someone who's not had one, they sound so unnecessary. But they're just great. Moved to Oz from UK too. It's gashed. It is, yeah, it's not great. But there's a couple of pubs I found now that are legit. Like legit good roasts. Like up there. A cook called Henry. Yeah, maybe. I was thinking about doing a channel that's not boxing called Henry's House. But I don't want to I don't want to be one of those guys who talks about politics and that. Like it's too stressful. It's not for me. And also, to be honest with you guys, when it comes to all that stuff, I'm always open-minded to change my mind. I don't want to commit too hard to like certain views, so. So creative, 202, isn't it? But yeah, I would like to do another channel. I just don't know what to do it about yet. I was thinking about doing a Football Manager channel for a while because I do love Football Manager. But then I was like, I've got to have some things I still just enjoy that aren't about, you know, trying to make a living. So, all right. Fight's about to start. Let me get my clock ready. If you guys want your comments read out during the fight, make sure you send a super chat and I will get to it. Hope you're ready, guys. Do bang a like on the stream, and if you want to get this fight and watch it with me, get to Zone using the link in the description. Henry5 at checkout gets you a discount. Here we go. All right. Vargas says he'll steamroll him. Let's see what we got here, people. And we're underway in round number 1. Jab from Vargas and that southpaw stance to start the round. Then a jab to the body as well. Instantly finding the target. Instantly finding his range. And already, to me, there's a double jab from Mills that misses. And the Vargas jabs to the body again. Vargas already looks like he's got control of the range. Just making those little small adjustments constantly. He's doing the sort of Usyk circle with the lead hand, dipping low. There's a spearing lead hand over the top hand, over the lead hand of Mills that gets through. Mills is quite twitchy in the orthodox stance. But in terms of sharpness... Oh, he lands a jab there, though, Mills. That was good. That got through. Goes with the left hook, but Vargas rolls with it. Oh, 1-2 from Vargas. That was lovely. Jab to the body, then he went up through the guard with the backhand. That was lovely from the low position. Oh, lovely counter uppercut to the body there from Vargas. Oh, then double jabs land for Mills to the head. This is catching fire early, people. Oh, big left hook there from Mills, but Vargas rolls it. Jabs from Mills. He jabs into range. Lands the backhand. Oh, dear. That was close. Vargas got caught in the ropes there, but Mills didn't press the action. Damn, the referee had to step in and get him off. I don't know what happened. Left hook from Vargas. Mills is actually pressing him hard here. He's got him on the ropes with a few shots. Mills is actually the one who's more aggressive right now. Oh, there's a backhand from Vargas that lands, but Mills lands a counter left hook at the same time. Backhand from Mills misses wildly to the body. Oh, there's an uppercut to the body there from Vargas. Oh, lovely right hook to the body there from Vargas as well. Left uppercut and then a left hook upstairs from Vargas. Mills landed a shot to the body in that exchange too. Even contest right now. Vargas looks slightly sharper with the singles. Mills seems to be landing with the volume punches. There's a backhand from Vargas that lands. A nice, clean, straight, spearing shot. Vargas is operating with a slightly more planted feet. He is moving laterally at the moment, but Mills is the one who's kind of bit twitchier and a bit bouncier with the feet. He's one who's kind of rushing him a bit more as he lands a shot to the body. Lateral movement from Mills in the upper body there. Vargas with a check hook, but just missing. Oh, missing the uppercut there. Vargas and Mills has made the adjustment now. He knows that's coming to the body. He pulled back and it missed wildly. It's a close opener. 30 seconds to go. I've got Vargas winning the round ever so slightly right now. Just a couple of clean shots for me separating the round. There's another uppercut to the body from Vargas, and then he clinches on the inside to stop Mills getting off that little short combination work that he's been doing. Oh, there's a lovely southpaw lead hand from Vargas. And then a backhand from Vargas. Beautiful shot straight down the pipe to the head. And then another one, and then another one. And he stepped in with two left hooks as well. And Vargas took that round clearly for me in the end there. Mills had a few good moments. But for me, Vargas just pulled away with the cleaner shots. It was good work. How did you guys score round one? Did anyone give that first round to Mills? Thanks for the commentary, says Zoranadlawan765. You're welcome, mate. Mills needs to get his head off the line. I agree with that on cue. He's kind of coming in quite upright. It's a good analysis. And his guard's quite open too. 804 Gorilla. What's up, Henry? I just got here. Big up, mate. Hope you're good. That was, do you know what? That was my favorite combination they've just shown a replay of there, where he jabbed low and then he came up through the guard with the backhand. Beautiful. Round two coming up. Let's see what we got. Round two's underway. Hook to the body there from Mills to start the round. Left hook to the body. Right hand to the body there from Mills lands. And a lead left hook from Mills, but it's blocked. And then a right hand to the body lands. Vargas is circling that lead hand. There's a right hand to the body there from Mills. Jab from Mills just missing. Yeah, Vargas is playing the sort of Usyk lead hand circle battle where he's trying to get Mills to move to the beat of his drum. There's combinations going in from both there, but they were all missing for me from both of them. Lead hook from Mills and then a straight right hand does catch Vargas slightly as he pulls back. Feinting from Mills. There's a 1-2 from Mills straight down the pipe. The two did land through the guard there. It's a good start to the round for Mills and they're right into the body as well. Mills looks more comfortable at the start of the round here, despite Vargas finishing the first round strong. There's a 1-2 from Vargas that gets through, the two landing to the body. There's a backhand from Vargas that gets through as well. One hitting around the side there, the second one going through the guard. Just missing the lead right hook there as well to finish off that combination. There's a lead hook from Mills that Vargas rolls with. There's a backhand from Vargas, just missing. Mills did get his head a little more off the line there. They clinch and the referee breaks them. Back to the boxing. There's a jab from Mills that gets through. Double jab at Vargas with lovely head movement on the back foot there. Gets away from it. Vargas not landing much clean so far this round, though, and I have, with 1:15 to go in the round, there's a backhand to the body. I've got Mills winning this round. The volume work is working for him right now. The body work is landing. 1-2 just missing as Vargas pivots round. There's a backhand from Vargas, but it was blocked by Mills. And he misses another one. Mills got under the backhand. Then Mills lands his own backhand there. Upstairs. That was a good shot. Oh, left hook to the body from Vargas there. That was lovely. Good shot. Oh, there's a lovely right hook from Mills on the inside. And then Vargas slips the following 3 punches. I've got Mills winning this round comfortably right now, I have to say. Mills is really, really good in this round. Oh, there's a lovely straight left hand down the pipe from Vargas to the head of Mills. As Mills presses on. Beautiful shot from Vargas, but only real clean shot I've seen him land this round, to be honest. Double jab from Mills, falling short. Oh, there's a lovely counter left hook to the body from Vargas. That's a combination that Zayas loves, actually, is slipping off the jab inside, then throwing the left hook to the body. Oh, there's another lovely left hook to the body from Vargas there. And he came on strong at the end there, Vargas, but Mills took that round for me. He was consistent throughout the round. That's definitely a Mills round for me. Did anyone want to score it to Vargas? Because I'm very happy giving that to Mills. The coach of Mills telling him there, look, it's a close round, but they're not going to give you any close rounds. But I definitely thought that was Mills' round. Good work from Mills, really. Like, I was quite impressed that round. He just rushed Vargas with educated pressure and that got his health to line beautifully. I can't remember who said that, but it was a great comment. He got it off the line and he just, lovely right hook. Off the line of the jab and slinged it in over the top. Lovely stuff. Are you going to do a full video on Usyk legacy and career when he retires? I think I will, yeah. I think I will. Most of that footage should be fine for me to use. Oh, damn. Round 3's on the way. Oh, lovely counter uppercut to the body there from Vargas off that jab again. He's slipping inside it and doing great. Oh, lovely jab there. Backhand, sorry, from Vargas gets through. Throwing when Mills throws. He's trying to time him as Mills throws now. Left hook from Mills gets through after Vargas landed another straight left hand. And then there was a low shot there. Mills complaining. I don't know if it was low. Left hook to the head there from Vargas. Vargas now coming forward more. He's not on the back foot as much so far to start this round. He's landed quite a few shots to start the round there. It's a good start. Fast start to the round. Another low shot. Well, sorry. It was a body shot. Could have been low. I need to see the replay. It's too fast. So, Mannix has given Vargas the second round. No surprise. Left uppercut there from Mills does land. Double jab for Mills. Blocked by Vargas. Lead left hook there from Mills does land on the pivot. Right into the body from Mills. Round upstairs misses as Vargas ducks under it. I think Vargas needs to get a bit more active with the lead hand. He's waiting at the minute for Mills to come in. He's not timing him on the way in so much. I think he needs to control with the lead hand a bit more. He's getting away from that work as he pivots round Mills, making Mills miss. There's a left hook to the head there from Vargas that's partially blocked. Yeah, Vargas he's just waiting a bit too long for me. I think he needs to... There's a lovely uppercut to the body. Counter shot. Just missing the left hook to the head. Although Mills falls off balance there. But then he works on the inside. Lands a little short right hook to the head and a left hook to the chin as well there, Mills. Lovely work inside. There's a 1-2 from Mills that gets through. The 2 does get through anyway. It was a hook to the guard, actually, not a 1. Uppercut to the body again there from Vargas. And then a left hook upstairs. I do think Vargas needs to give him a bit more to think about with the lead hand. He needs to bait Mills a little bit more. At the minute, I feel like Mills is entering on his terms a bit too much. There's a counter jab to the head that lands for Vargas there. Jab to the body there from Vargas. Counter uppercut from Vargas, just missing there as Mills presses. Oh, lovely check hook knocked Mills down. It was a flash knockdown. He touched his gloves on the floor. That was a beautiful counter southpaw check hook from Vargas. Lovely, lovely shot. And Mills is fine, I think, but he did touch down for a second there. There's a jab to the head that lands for Mills. He looks disappointed because I think he knows it was a check hook knockdown. It was a flash knockdown, but it was a beautiful shot punch. All right, that's a 10-8 round for Vargas. I was going to give him the round anyway, but with the knockdown as well. Oh, that's the wrong way around. Sorry. Drummers at it again, says, excellent play-by-play. Thanks, mate. Appreciate that. 2-1 Vargas, 2-0-2, not counting KD. Why are you not counting the KD, bro? Body shots hurting Mills. Yeah, he is. He will, as the fight goes on, he will gas him. Let's see this knockdown. Oh, that's not the knockdown. That's the counter body shots that he's been throwing. Oh, do you know what? It didn't land as clean as I thought it did. It was more of a pushing sort of shot. Yeah, it was more of like a pushing sort of shot. At full speed, I thought it was much sharper than that. Anyway, round 4 coming up. Round 4 is underway. Bit of a slower pace to start the round. Both holding their feet, little jabs. And then it goes. Little jab for Mills lands as Vargas goes backwards. Yeah, it was a bit of a push, but it was scored a knockdown. I can see why. At full speed, it did look like a knockdown. They step in and they clinch. Double jab from Mills missing as Vargas goes backwards. Oh! Huge southpaw backhand from Vargas. Hits Mills right on the chin and he goes down. That definitely was a knockdown. Bloody hell, that was crazy. What a shot. Oh, backhand again. Vargas stepping up here now. Mills still trying to punch back, but he looks shaky. There's a left hook that lands. Another big backhand lands. Huge shots. Oh, and he's gone down again as the referee's waving it off. He's fallen to the floor as the referee waves it off. Beautiful finish from Vargas there, guys. Fantastic work. And it was... He smelt blood, and he went for that finish, and he absolutely took him. Fantastic finish from Vargas. Yeah, lovely, lovely work. All out of the southpaw stance. They were actually southpaw leads that were landing at the end there. It wasn't the backhand after the initial knockdown. But he was really hurt there, Mills. And respect to Mills, he tried to fight. He did his best. He went in there to win, but just completely outclassed at the end of the day. Vargas so sharp, so fast. Fantastic play. Brilliant work from Emiliano Vargas. I'm seriously impressed. 22 years old. That is really impressive. He looks like he's going to be a serious, serious problem. Ref forgot he actually needs to get in between the fighters. I know, mate. I know. Wasn't the best stoppage. Stop hitting him. Josh says Mills was knackered there. That's how you stop a fight before anyone gets really hurt. Yeah, that was a good stoppage, I thought. But he also did not do a great job in the actual mechanics behind stopping them because he was still getting punched. So, yeah. Whether he was fighting southpaw, well, clearly he can. Clearly he can. I thought that was very impressive. Very versatile guy. Just more tools in the locker, isn't it? Oh, beautiful counter left hand. He just got his head off the line. Timed it perfectly as Mills threw the jab. Amazing. Chris says, funds are rather sparse currently. DAZN is expensive. An expense I can't afford at the moment. Watching and listening to you is an option that is a lifesaver. Oh, I really appreciate that, mate. I'm glad you're enjoying it. I mean, there's nothing like watching the fights, but I'm glad that I'm a good backup option to that. And I do think the optimum way to do this is to have the DAZN on with me commentating, and you can kind of sync it, but it is tricky. I get it. So, and when money's tight, I'm just glad that I can be a way you can still follow the boxing. So that's great. And then with the post-fight analysis that I do, obviously, we have all the highlights and stuff in there. So yeah, it's great. It works really well. Please bang a like on the stream, guys. 450 of you in here, but only 140 likes. If you're enjoying it, please do like it. Helps to get it out there to more people. And do consider sending super chats in. I prioritize those, and it helps to support the stream. And it's the main event next, which I'm very excited for. Let's get a poll going for the main event. Let me know what you think, people. Who wins this fight, this main event, which is coming up next? Yeah, they haven't shown Boots and Zayas arriving. That's true, but they must be in the building. Where Brooklyn at? Where Brooklyn at? Very intrigued to see how Canelo gets on with Mbili, actually. September 12th. God, I'm away for so much of this upcoming schedule. It's going to be challenging to cover it all. I'll have to figure it out. Got weddings in the UK, so I'm going to be back for about a month, I think. Thanks for the 5, mate. Really appreciate that. Keep up the good work. Says Shola Ibofin. And really appreciate that, mate. Thank you so much for the 5. And Nick Jones. Thank you very much for the 5, Nick. Why do you think so many British fighters lose to Mexicans? Is it styles or something else? I don't know. I just think that they're fighting really good Mexican fighters. I don't think it's a question of like the nationality. It's just who the individuals are, and oftentimes the Mexicans are very, very good. Sometimes there's peds involved, but you know, Mexicans are amazing. They're very, very good at boxing. More often than not. And I really, really want to go into a documentary there, so that might be the next crowdfund. I mean, I thought that was such a good performance from Vargas there. It's not, but you know, it was smart boxing. He boxed really, really intelligently, really skillful. But yeah, I'm fizzed for this main event now. If you want to watch the main event with me, guys, and listen to my commentary while watching, or if you just want to get it on DAZN, don't pay the full price. I've got a discount in the description, Henry5. Hit the link in the description, use Henry5 at checkout. We'll get you a discount. So do that. And also consider DAZN Ultimate. You get minimum 12 pay-per-views a year, as I understand it. Mr. Lift, thank you very much for the super. You refuse to give DAZN another $1, so appreciate the work you do. Cheers. I highly recommend an air purifier for your workspace. Be a game changer. I do need to look at that. I do need to look at that. What does that mean? Plenty of roots at those weddings. You talking about shagging? I have a girlfriend, so if that's what you're referring to, that is not necessary. That is a good point, Josh. I find that there is very limited footage of little-known Mexican fighters. That, combined with their seemingly natural aptitude for boxing, leads some Brits to come unstuck, underestimating them. Yeah, it's true. It is true. Anytime there's a lack of footage and a fight is good, yeah, it's problematic. Because, like, even though a lot of camps still don't do game film analysis and all that, they don't even prepare specific fight plans. It's just knowing the rough style really makes a big difference in your sparring preparation and whatnot. Oh, I need to get the clock sorted out. Vargas and Adam Azim. I love that fight. I love that fight. Yeah, I'm interested in Vargas against anyone. Not quite there yet. He's only 22, but in the next couple of years, definitely. Just keep moving him. Looks like a hell of a prospect. How's that poll going? 60% of you going for Ennis, 38% Zayas, only 2% for the draw. All right. Main event next, people. Get your pick in the comments. I want to know who you're picking and why. And we'll chat about it until the main event starts. Do I ever watch MMA? I mean, I've seen some MMA. Every now and again, I see highlights, or if I'm with mates and I'm not covering boxing, sometimes they're watching it. I'll watch it with them, but not particularly. I don't seek it out. Doesn't really interest me. I don't understand the grappling. So because it's like objectively not that interesting to watch, you need to know what they're doing to understand it and enjoy it. Like some boxing matches. You know, oftentimes in boxing, you'll see a fight that's quite boring, but if you can see what's actually going on in terms of how they're canceling each other out or things they're trying to do, then you can get interested. But it's the same thing for me when I'm watching UFC and they're grappling or doing ground and pound or whatever. I just don't care. But the striking can look amazing. So if there's a good striking match, I'm up for looking at it. But there's nearly always boxing on though, so it's hard to cover more than one sport. Even football has taken a bit of a backseat for me since doing this, and being in Australia, the time zone is just terrible. So yeah. Who is that guy they got to do the DAZN watch along? Awful. Henry would be way better. I actually have no idea because I'm always live doing my own thing. I never watch other people's lives, so I don't even know who does the DAZN one. But I appreciate that. But I'm glad we get to do it on my channel and keep the numbers over here. Josh says, I'm not sure if I'm underestimating Zayas. Is it Zayas or Zayas? I've said it 2 different ways now, and I'm not sure what it is. I naturally say Zayas, but I've made myself say Zayas. Anyway, you don't think it's going to be close, says Josh. For me, it's just what Boots shows up. There's a world in which Boots completely destroys Zayas. But I, you know, Boots can be hit. And I've seen Boots have problems with certain guys, and I think Zayas is probably the best boxer he's facing. So I'm picking Boots. I'm picking Boots on points. But until we know exactly, we just don't know how good Boots is at 154. And this is Zayas' first really hard fight. So yeah. You always knocking Australia. Don't think that's right. Don't think that's true. I'm a big fan of Australia. I live here. My DAZN stream's completely fine, Chaz. You're watching on a VPN or something, or is your internet not great? I don't know. I've literally had 0 issues with mine. Zayas. Okay, so it is Zayas. Xander Zayas. Well, I mean, so if you did you watch my prediction video, Aimless? Because I said that Zayas would weigh 180 because he said it in an interview. He said he gets into the ring at 180. In terms of boots, I would not be surprised at all if he's significantly lighter because he weighed 153 yesterday and he didn't look super weight drained, I didn't think. So I would not be surprised at all if he's only done sort of 14, 15 pound weight cut. So yeah, but the thing is, I don't know if the size will make a difference for Xander because he doesn't really box that way. And I don't think he's got too much speed and he's fast, but he doesn't have like the explosive pop in his shots. I think he needs to go up to 160 to maybe get that. And I might be wrong. Maybe it's just that's the way he throws. I don't know, but we'll see. All A's in Spanish are soft A's, not pronounced A as an apple. So it's not Zayas, it's Zayas. So I was right the first time. Is it Zayas or Zayas? Yeah, I think it's Zayas. I'm going to stick with Zayas. It's easy for me to say as well. Yeah, that's fine, mate. But yeah, that's what I said. He'd weigh 180. He probably will be 180. He's a big lad. But he might be too big for 54. Keith says, I think 154 is the hottest division in boxing right now. Would you agree? Yeah. It's either that or heavyweight, really. But 154 is fantastic. There's so many good fighters at 54. So yeah. Light heavyweight's good too. I'd probably go heavyweight, 154, light heavyweight, 140, then 147, then 168, then 160, then cruiserweight, something like that. 135 should probably be higher. I need to actually sit and look at that to figure out who's who, but yeah, 135 probably actually above welterweight, I'd say. But I don't know all those fighters as well. But it's also like best fighters versus best fights, like in terms of excitement. 147 has got exciting fights in it right now. Heavy is hot now with the belts free. I mean, yeah, free. Guys are getting upgraded. We saw it's been announced Caballero is now the WBC champion. But there will be mandatories ordered pretty quickly, I reckon. Because a lot of these governing bodies won't want the guys who've got the belts to stay there because they're not big commercial names. They'll want the likes of Fury, Joshua, Italma. Who else is a big name? Maybe, maybe not Zhang so much. But yeah, there's some big names out there that they would probably rather hold their belts. So I think they'll get ordered in the near future. As I said in my Usyk video about vacating the belts, I think there's a genuine world where Fury and AJ have world titles when they face each other. And to be honest with you, I would be much more interested in seeing them go and try and get world titles before fighting each other. It's way more relevant for the division. And honestly, I'm really interested in the potential fights. I think Joshua Frank Sanchez is fascinating. I think Fury Caballero is also fascinating. I would absolutely love to see those fights. So I get that Fury Joshua is way bigger, but at the same time, it's more relevant if they can win. And like, if they're going to keep losing, them fighting is just not as interesting to me. So, but that's just how I view the sport. I would actually rather they went and tried to win world titles before fighting each other. Even if they lose, you lose the fight, so be it. You know? Do people agree with that or no? Vargas stoppage was good. Ben Whitaker's stoppage was a bit early, but the guy was about to get knocked out. I don't have a huge issue with it. But if it had been a high-level, high-quality fight, then... Look, guys, the thing is, I heard Rudy talking about this, or I heard other coaches talking about this. Sometimes the trainer will have a word with the referee and say, as soon as my guy's in trouble, get him out of there, because I know they're outmatched. So you don't know why the referee has stopped that. The corner may have said to him, if my guy's in trouble, get him out of there. You just don't know. You just don't know. But yeah, obviously in a big high-profile fight, that isn't going to happen. But in a fight like that, where the guy's been really inactive, you know. Josh can't wait for Talma Hergovich. Me too, bro. I'm going to be in Liverpool for a wedding, but the wedding's on the Sunday, so I'll do a live stream from the hotel if the internet's good enough. And then I'll try and get my video out Sunday morning before the wedding. Because, yeah, it's a big fight. It's the coming out party for Italma, so we need it. So that's warming up on the pads right now. He's looking sharp. I like his gloves, actually. Very cool. All right. Yeah, Zayas looking big. He's a big boy. Do smash a like on the stream, please, guys. Over 500 of you in here, but only 176 likes so far, so I'd really appreciate if you could do that. Subscribe if you're new, and if you want to get this fart on the zone, there's a link in the description. It helps to support my channel clicking that link, and then use Henry5 at checkout for a discount. So do not pay full price if you end up buying this before the main event. And I will see you guys on the channel, hopefully, for the post-fight analysis. You know, it'll be out sort of morning US time, midday UK time, roughly. And I do a full tactical analysis post-fight. We look at the finer details of the fight, all the footage and everything. We break it down. So yeah. Right now, this poll's actually really quite close. 53% Ennis, 43% Xander Zayas, 4% draw. That's a pretty close poll, to be fair. Intriguing. Up Gamer says, Xander had angles. His footwork is amazing, but it's Boots. I can't see Boots or Virgil losing. Maybe. I think the big thing with Boots is that... Listen, guys, like as I said before, if this was the 147 Boots, I'm picking Xander Zayas. I'm picking Xander. If there are any Puerto Ricans in the chat, can you please tell me how to say it? I think it's Xander Zayas. Or Zayas. Xander Zayas. Anyway, I'd be picking Xander Zayas if Boots was if this was the 147 version of Boots. I think at 54... he's going to have that extra zip in his step. And I think that even though he is flawed, Boots, he's very, he's very good. He can do a lot of different things. I think he's more adaptable in the ring. But yeah, I think he's got to be more tactically disciplined than we've seen him before. But Xander, for me, Xander's got a box on the back foot. And I think that one of the big things about Xander is he likes to counterpunch. So I'll be interested to see how he counters the Boots Ennis jab from southpaw and orthodox. I think his lead hand Xander is absolutely essential in this fight because he is actually left-hand dominant. He's actually a left-handed fighter fighting orthodox. That jab for him and the hook is going to be key. And how he adjusts to what Boots is doing is going to be key. But I've picked Boots on points because I just think we're going to see a better Boots than we've seen before. That's why and it's an intangible sort of thing. But yeah. But like Xander, this is his hardest opponent by a mile. And yeah, I've seen weaknesses in Zayas. I think that Boots will be able to exploit. Punches up to the top of the head, like the temple area. He is exposed there. You can hit him while you're throwing. While he's throwing, sorry. And Boots will take one to give one. And I think that Xander doesn't punch as hard as Boots despite being a lot heavier. Could be wrong, but we'll see. What time is the ring walk? It'll be very soon, Marion. Guys, do consider sending a super chat as well to help support the stream. I do appreciate it. And obviously, those get prioritized. Todd likes Nikita Su. Yeah, he looks good. I've not watched him extensively, but quite intrigued. I'm hoping to potentially get him in the next documentary if we do it. If we do the Australian one, we'll see. Damp says, I wish there was a single way of describing weights. Pounds means absolutely nothing to me, but middle, super middle, welter, they mean something, or kilos. Yeah, I mean, it's just that they are described in pounds, so yeah. But I can tell you the names of the divisions if that's what you want. 154 is super welterweight, basically, or light middle. Rimwalks in 10 says Oz. Yeah, it'll be about that, yeah. Upgamer says, I've been calling a rabbit shot if Xander dips too much. Boots looping right is often the one that starts the end. This is what I'm saying. He loves those looping hooks. And I've seen Zayas get caught in that area here. His gloves are up. He's got really... One thing I'll say about Zayas, I think he's got better defense than Boots. He's more consistent with it. Yeah. I feel like it's a weird one with my breakdown. Like I've sort of like led myself to almost the point where you'd pick Zayas with the analysis technically and tactically. But it is just the extra athleticism of Boots, the explosiveness of Boots. That is why I'm picking him. If they were as explosive as one another, I think Zayas is actually a more disciplined fighter. He's obviously a lot bigger, but it is the lack of power that I think is really making me lean towards Boots. I think he will hurt Zayas. I think he'll make him more apprehensive. It's also the lack of high guard from Boots Ennis. I think that Zayas feels comfortable throwing when the high guard is up, and Boots can go through many rounds without using a high guard particularly. And I think that Zayas he'll be uncomfortable and apprehensive throwing if the high guard's not there. Maybe. I might be wrong, but that's what I'm predicting. Any questions you got, guys, get them in now. Do subscribe to the channel if you're new as well. We're flying at the minute. On the way to 34,000. It's come quickly. And finally, before this fight comes, do consider getting it on the zone if you want to watch it with me. You can see my commentary. I use the clock, as you can see in the top corner. And the link's in the description. It's Henry5 for a discount at checkout. All right, let's see what Boots had to say backstage with Emily Austin. It's just chit chat. It's nothing interesting. Todd says, "Hope you do the Aussie boxing doc, mate." Yeah, I want to. It just depends on access. So I need to see if I can get access on fight night and also Matt's availability because I need him to film. So without Matt, we won't be able to do it. So the story will either be around the fact there's this crazy USA versus Australia card happening. It's kind of a strange thing. Like, what is that all about? But I would like to do a bigger picture piece on Australia as well. And that will happen at some point. It's just finding the right moment to do it. We got Michael Lynch in the chat. How you, dude? Good morning, everyone. Just got up for this. So looking forward to this. I see as best fight this year so far. I think so. I think this could be fight of the year. Interested in my thoughts as to who will hold the 4 heavyweight belts by 12 months' time. I mean, I've done an initial analysis of that in my reaction video to Boots. Oh my God, my brain's all over the place. To Usyk vacating. If mods could deal with those comments, that'd be really helpful. There's some spam in there from a couple of different things. But in 12 months, I mean, oh God, that could be, yeah, that's kind of hard, but be interesting to see. Matt's salmon shorts are banned in North America, so he isn't allowed to help from your talk. Yeah. He's banned from the live streams, that's for sure. Out of control with him on it. Liam says, 4 AM in the UK, I'm struggling. Please start the fight. Yeah, Liam, it's tough, mate. It's tough. I don't miss those days. We've got some work to do, 202, says Josh. What are you guys working on? What are you cooking up? Right. I'm going for one last bathroom break before the main event. One sec, guys. 2 minutes. All right. I'm back. Oh. Let me just fix this. There we go. Back in the game. All right. You guys ready for the main event? Because it is coming up next. I'm really excited for that. I think this is going to be fantastic. Got to keep my throat hydrated. It gets it's you underestimate how dry your throat gets just talking at screen for 3 hours or whatever it is these things normally run for. How's that poll coming along? Let's have a look. Oh, mate, it's really, really close. It's not actually that. It's 52 Ennis, 44 Zayas, 5% draw. But the fact it's only just over half of you are picking Ennis is quite surprising. But there's obviously some knowledgeable fans in the chat because I think Zayas is really good. I really like him. I think what this comes down to is how special Boots is. If he's an overhyped fighter, I think Zayas wins this. If Boots is as good as I think he will be at 54, Boots will win. I think the ceiling of potential is with Boots, is what I'm trying to say. I think Zayas is very, very polished. I mean, he does not fight like a kid. He's so young, but he doesn't fight like a young fighter. He fights like a very knowledgeable, experienced, disciplined fighter. I'm super impressed by him. But and look, if Ennis blows him out of there, Ennis deserves so much credit because Zayas is good. There's no doubt in my mind Zayas is good. Don't think he's overhyped by any stretch of the imagination. I think he's actually better than people think. All right. Don't forget to like the stream, guys. That's just 200 we've got so far. I'd love to hit 300 likes before the main event, if possible. So do smash a like on it if you wouldn't mind. It helps to get out to more people as well. Fight Sport Talks says this is fight of the year for me. Yep, I do agree with you, buddy. It is a very good fight, and it could be fight of the year. We'll see afterwards. But we're just on a little ad break at the minute as we wait for the main event to come. And guys, if you do want to get it on the zone, you know what to do. Links in the description. Henry5 at checkout for a discount as well. Don't be paying full prices when you can get money off. That would be crazy. Oh, what's up from Vietnam, says Lucid Media Solutions. Hang on a second. Lucid Media. Is that Matt? I swear. I think it is. If that is Matt, big up, Matt. You were getting disrespected for your salmon pink shorts before. Apparently, they're banned in North America, so... If we do any documentaries there, you're kind of screwed, mate. Yes, it is, Matt. That's so funny. I forgot that was the name of your company, mate. What's up from Vietnam? Yeah. I hope you're having a delightful time, mate. It's pretty chilly here. Well, it's bloody boiling in the studio, but outside it's cold. Big up Matt in the chat, everyone. Those of you that saw the Japanese boxing documentary, you know who Matt is. I think the fans miss you, to be honest, Matt. They've been, they talk about you a lot. They say that you're the better presenter and all-round boxing mind, so that's why you won't be back on my channel ever. All right, Eddie's being interviewed right now, pre-main event. Yeah, Matt's coming along to Mog Henry again. Do you know what's messed up about that? You know what is messed up about that? Is that I think he was doing it deliberately. He was like, oh, what's mogging? And he knew full well what was happening. He wasn't wearing the shorts before the stream. He went and put them on before the stream. He was like, oh, I need to wear my best pink shorts. Twat. Mate, the love for Matt is so funny. Big up, Matt. Matt is as sweet as sugar plum crisps. I miss those crisps, man. They'd be so good with a pint right now. W Matt, Crazy X-Man. Salute from legendary SS Jackson. Plan 3 is looking forward to watching Hrgovic Atalma. Mate, I'm so excited. I think that'll be the fight I'm most excited for the year. Because we finally get to find out if Atalma is what we think he is, you know? Hrgovic will test him properly. We will get to see. How about AJ's tune-up? It's a tune-up, mate. Nothing else to say about it, really. We'll cover it. Hopefully he gets through it in one piece. And then hopefully after that, it's Fury. Or if it's not Fury, then go and fight for the IBF title against Frank Sanchez. Because I think AJ is highly ranked enough that could happen. I'm not a former fighter, Jesse. I train. I enjoy it. And I'm curious about the sport. I study as much as I can. But no, I'm not a fighter. I am in Oz, Kiwi Ryan. Joseph says Atalma stops Hrgovic inside 6. Could be, mate. Could be. Matt's just messaged me saying he's found the only bar in Da Nang with the boxing on. Epic, mate. Guys, so me and Matt, I want to gauge your interest in this. Me and Matt are talking about doing a docu piece around the Errol Spence Tim Tszyu fight in Sydney. And I'd love you to bang a yes in the chat if you're keen for that. Because if there's hype for it and you're excited, we'll try our best to make it happen. I've already spoken to Ronnie Shields about coming and filming, and he said he'd be okay with that, but it was a very brief conversation, so no commitment really. And I need to get access on Fight Night from No Limit and all that kind of stuff. But if you want me to commit to it and try to make it happen, Matt will need to free up some time as well to make it happen. If you'd like to see a docu-piece around that, it might be around Aussie boxing. It might be around fighters at the end of their careers, big stars from the US. Don't know what the story is yet, but please bang a yes in the chat if that's of interest to you. $225 likes. I'd love to hit 300 before the main event, people. Thanks, 202, for dealing with the spam. He's on it. He's quick today. He's sharp. Sharp as attack, that 202. I've always said that. When would it be? It's in a month, the fight, Aimless. Lots of yeses. People want it. People want it. If people want it, I may do a small crowdfund if people are interested, just because Matt doesn't have a YouTube channel, so he doesn't really get anything out of it. So I need to be able to pay him something, ideally. And accommodation in Sydney and whatnot, it's not cheap. So maybe, but I may be able to fund it myself. If not, I'll save the next crowdfund for the next big one. Because, yeah, I mean, there'll be ones that are way more expensive in the future. I don't want to be crowdfunding everything that we do that's major, but I don't think I'll be doing more than 2 or 3 of these a year. So, and I'd rather we did it our way, how we want it on the channel, than getting, you know, sponsors or broadcasters involved who will dictate how it has to be. And it may not even be on the channel anymore. It may cost money. You know what I mean? If it costs money anyway, then we might as well fund it ourselves and make something we all want. So anyway, we'll see. Spence had quite the layoffs. It's not crazy to say. Oh, you mean that Sue would win that? Yeah, I mean, it's an interesting match. I don't know. I don't know how it's going to go. No idea what Spence has got left in the tank. But yeah, I'm ready for this main event now. Assassin says only Puerto Ricans are giving Zayas a chance. I'm giving Zayas a chance. I'm not Puerto Rican, as you can see. But I'm definitely giving Zayas a chance in this fight. He's a very good fighter. And it all comes down to how good is Boots at 54. If Boots is that special, if he is what we think he might be, then it could be quite easy for him. But you know, I think Zayas is really good. So I'll give Boots all the credit in the world if he dominates him, beats him easily. Even just winning the fight will be impressive to me. I think, yeah. Zayas has got a big career ahead of him. Ian Jones says, new subscriber here. How's tricks? All right. Yes. Yes, I am all right, mate. Thank you for asking. Thanks for subscribing. And everyone should subscribe who's new in here. Please do consider subscribing if you're new. We do tactical analysis. We predict the fights. We do documentaries, post-fight analysis, all that stuff. Live streams, as you can see. It's happening right now. Do you think Bam is ready for Inoue in his next fight? No. I don't think he's ready for Inoue, but do I think you might have to make it happen now to get the fight at all? Yes. So I think sometimes you've just got to take a bit of a gamble, and I think it's such a big fight for the lower weight divisions, and I think it'd be so good. I think you just go for it, personally. I know it's a bit cavalier, a bit gun-ho, but that's just what you got to do sometimes. Ab MQA says it's not like it's a bad thing that Boots has moved up a weight. I mean, no, he should be better at 54. That's the logical thinking, because I think he was too big for 47. But also, when he was interviewed by Helwani, he said to Helwani he was already on weight, and I didn't know what that meant at the time. But now I'm thinking, looking at how hydrated he did look at the weigh-in, and the fact that he's rumored to be around about 161 or 162 on fight night, it does make me sort of think that, yeah, it does make me think that There's going to be a big size difference, but I don't think it's going to matter that much because I don't think Xander will box him on the front foot. See this tactical analysis they're doing before the fight with Malik here. Wish this was me. This would be so cool if it was me. It's good though. I'm glad DAZN are doing stuff like this. I'm going to get stopped, says War Dragon. Maybe. Do I think Xander can outbox him? Yeah, absolutely. I think that is how Xander wins. I think he outboxes him and wins on points. Don't see him knocking him out. I think Boots will be too explosive. It's Boots' athleticism that is making me pick him. It's not his extra disciplined boxing or anything like that. I think that Xander is good at using that lead hand. I think he's good at adjusting. I think he's good at counter punching off the jab as well. Boots does open himself up, and I've seen him get countered by fighters. The Karen Chukajan fighters they're showing on screen right now is a great example of that. He'll take one to give one. Even Stanionis, you know, just leading off was landing on him. Catching and throwing with the left hook as well worked, and Zayas has got a great left hook, but I just think that Boots has the extra athleticism that will let him win. But we'll find out. We're going to find out very soon. Judah says, just subscribe. Thanks, mate, for subscribing. That's great. Great to have you. We're up to 33,717 now, which is such a mad number to think. In a couple of weeks' time, the channel will have been going for 2 years, so it's not bad at all. And it feels like we're really picking up some momentum at the minute with the recent views. It's been really good, so I'm delighted. Tom wants me to stay in Newcastle, not Sydney. Well, I'll just stay wherever I need to, mate, for the where the action is. If Newcastle's where all the gyms are and stuff, if that's the scene, then that's where I would go. But we'll wait and see. Do bang a like on the stream as well, guys. We are currently 63 likes off 300, which I'd like to hit before the main event, if possible. And do consider sending super chats, guys, as well. It helps to support the stream. Obviously, I'll make sure I read your comment out. Just waiting for the main event. I don't know why there's been such a long wait to the main event. They've obviously got some kind of commitment to starting at a certain time with the sponsors or something. I think they thought the co-main would go a bit longer. .202 says, can't believe Taylor is retiring before Serrano. Yeah, I think Casey's leaving at the right time. Do you know what it is for me, Baron Evola? It's not that Zayas being too green. I don't think it's actually his discipline that's too green or his understanding of boxing. I actually think it's physically. I think he needs to mature physically more. And I think that's not going to be at 54. He's just not explosive enough for me. And I think that's why I've gone for Boots in the end. It's not so much a technical thing because it's actually quite... They both get caught. I'd say Boots is more open than Xander. I think Xander's defensively actually really quite good. You know, he shows different looks. He's got good legs. Good lead hand. Very, very good lead hand. But, yeah. I am going with Boots for a decision win. Because Xander's never been dropped either. But he's also not been in with a puncher like Boots. It could be knockout to Boots. You know, I'm not ruling out any outcome except for a Xander Zayas knockout. I don't think that can happen, personally. And then then the other three outcomes I'm quite torn between. But, yeah, I mean, I've seen Boots go distance with welterweights. You know, Zayas is so much bigger than Stanionis, which is why I'm not reading too much into him stopping Stanionis, because that was a beatdown. Bludgeoning performance, just bashed him through the guard a lot of the time. So yeah, that's the pick for me. I'm going for Boots by decision, but I could be wrong. I'm very open to being wrong. It's a best guess, and I definitely am taking a best guess. I'm really not confident. 41 likes off that 300 people. Do bang a like on the stream. If you want to get this fight on the zone, use the link in the description. Helps us support the channel. Henry 5 at checkout gets you a discount if you're still thinking about buying this pay-per-view. As I say, using my code and all that stuff, it does help the channel. So, appreciate it. All right, we're finally getting these ring walks. It's about damn time, people. We've been waiting. We've been waiting. Make sure you vote on the poll, people, before we get to the main event time. It's really close. 51% Ennis, 45% Zayas from 557 votes. That's quite amazing, really. The inside scoop was that Zayas was not completely committed to the gym until recently. That's interesting. Very interesting. Chris says Zayas seems ultra confident he wins more than other fighters. What do you mean he wins more than other fighters? Zayas by round 11 KO. That would be crazy, Tay. If that was the outcome, I'd be like blown away. Boots fights as well inside as mid-range and outside. I think Boots is I think in the mid-range he gets caught too much. I think he's a better outboxer. On the inside, I don't know, I find him a bit loose on the inside, but he is powerful on the inside. He doesn't mind getting hit to hit you, so yeah, he'll take one to give one. I've always said that. Dojo says, quality channel, you're on pace to be at 60k next year. Maybe. I think by the end of the year, in Dreamland, we'd be on 50 by the end of the year. I don't think that's going to happen. It depends what events are happening too, you know. I reckon by the end of the year, we'll be at, I think 45 would be a minimum. Maybe we can do 50. I don't know. We'll see. It's been good growth recently, so it's possible. All right, here we go. Boots is being wrapped to the ring. Jadicus is wrapping him to the ring. That's pretty cool. Do subscribe to the channel as well if you're new, guys. You know how we do this. And make sure you come to my channel. It will be morning US time on Sunday, around midday UK time for the post-fight analysis of this fight. I break it all down for you. We'll look at all the details of what's happened. We'll look at what next for both of the guys. And I use all the footage and everything. It's a fully edited piece. There's nothing else out there really like it because while everyone else is sleeping, I'm working. So that's just how it goes. Henry is the OnlyFans YouTuber of the night. What? What are you on about? Not the pink gloves. Mate, the pink gloves mean destruction, I reckon. You got to be confident and destructive to fight in pink gloves. Boots is in the ring, people. He's climbed through those ropes. And it is time. He looks so confident. He's in the ring. Right. Thank God. I'm so ready for this. Here we go. Xander Zayas on his way to the ring. And guys, I'll tell you something. No matter what happens tonight, I respect Xander Zayas so much for pursuing this fight and taking it. All the promoters have basically said the kid chose it. He wanted it. And Bob Arum said before the fight, sometimes you just got to listen to the kid and the fighter, and if they want to go, let them go. And he's doing that tonight, and fair play to everyone involved, because this is what boxing should be about. If you have a world championship belt, you need to take on all comers, the best fighters, and that is exactly what Xander Zayas is doing tonight. And I can't wait to watch this. This is going to be sick. This is going to be so good. This could be fight of the year, people. Xander Zayas now being wrapped to the ring as well. Who's wrapping Zayas to the ring? I'm not sure. The DAZN poll has it 59-41 in favor of Jaron Ennis. Yeah, he's massive. He's absolutely massive op gamer. He will be 180 in there, I'm telling you. My prediction, Joel, is I've gone for Boots on points, but it's such a tough fight to pick. It really is. I'm predicting that Boots will be that much better at 54 than he was at 47. If it's the Boots from 47, I would go with Xander Zayas, but I think he's going to be a lot better at 54. That's the prediction, basically. Bro, he rehydrated well, says Op Gamer. We'll find out. He looks like he's rehydrated well, but it's what's under the bonnet that counts. If anyone wants specific questions read out now, please do send a super chat. Helps to support the live stream. 51% of you are going Ennis, 45% Zayas, 4% draw from over 600 votes, which is a big poll. And guys, we are currently 23, is it 23? 33 likes off 300, which I'm hoping to get before the main event. So please smash a like on the stream if you haven't already. And do consider subscribing to make sure that, and hit the notification bell to make sure you get my post-fight analysis when it's out. Morning US time, around midday UK time. There's going to be a lot to break down from this one. It's going to be fascinating. Here we go. The unified 154-pound super welterweight, all light welterweight, whatever you prefer to call it, championship of the world. This could be fight of the year, people, and I can't wait for this to get going. I'll be calling it blow by blow, play by play, as ever. Here we go. If you're watching the Amazon app on your computer, mate, you can mute the tab. Just right-click on the tab on the browser and mute it. You should be able to mute Amazon anyway. So, it's on the app. So, yeah, I don't know. You should be able to mute it. Mute the TV if it's on TV. Turn your phone volume down. Don't know. No rehydration limit. Definitely not. He was the champion, so there wouldn't be one. National anthems. Nothing like the national anthems when you've all been waiting for ages. How come Crocopara is the hashtag for the stream? Because I'm an idiot. That's why. Thank you so much for pointing that out. I am stupid. It's probably fucked up the views as well. Idiot. Brilliant. Great work, Henry. Thank you very much for telling me, mate. Why did not... 202, you should have pointed that out to me. You normally notice that kind of thing. Sometimes I wonder if you even want me to succeed. Fair enough, mate. Well, maybe pull up my live on your phone, maybe. I cannot believe I had bloody Crocoparo as the hashtag. That's terrible. What an idiot. Probably would have done loads more views. Mods fired. Gamer, honestly, these mods, sometimes I wonder, you know, I just think, like, are there better mods out there? I don't know. I've got limited experience with these guys, so. All right. Now the national anthem for the USA. Did you catch that Caballero is now full champion? I did. I saw that. Thank you for the super, Mr. Lith. Did catch it. I think it's the right decision. But now, look, I hate paper champions. I hate email champions. So he deserved his shot. The fact he holds the belt means nothing to me. He needs to win his next fight. And that will be a big fight, I think. Could even be Tyson Fury. We don't know. Very interesting. Yeah. You've got to step your game up, 202. What happened? I had the wrong hashtag, mate. I had Crocoparo as the hashtag, and 202 said nothing. Because I think he's trying to sabotage me. I've been thinking that for a while. All right, guys, one last shout out for DAZN. The link is in the description. Henry5 at checkout to get a discount if you want to buy this. It's literally starting in a few minutes. So that's my final plug for the pay-per-view if you want to get it. Or DAZN Ultimate if you want to get all the pay-per-views. Minimum 12 a year. But do like the stream. I want to get to... We're 11 shy of 300 before the main event starting, which is what I'd like to hit. And do consider subscribing as well. Hit the notification bell. My fully edited post-fight analysis will be out US time, morning on Sunday morning, midday UK time, roughly. I've gone for boots on points, Aaron, but it's close. It's a close call. Even though it could be a landslide performance, it's hard. Looking at all the things we know, it's a hard thing to pick. Xander looks dry. I hope not. I hope not too. X-Man hates when people boo the national anthems. I mean, I get why they do, though, because it's like, God, we've already waited ages. God, this poll is close. Very, very close. Have I done a video about Loma coming back? No, I'll do that if a fight gets announced, Opgamer. All right. Finally, they're being announced. Very soon, guys. A few minutes away from the start of the main event. And I'm absolutely gassed now. I'm ready for this. I don't know if Xander looks dry. I think he looks all right. Opgamer says no sweat. No, he's sweating. You can see. Oh, someone poured water down his back, or is that sweat? I think someone must have poured water down his back. Yeah. Do I ever gamble on fights? Sometimes. Generally, no. I don't mind doing a knacker and like picking a load of fights, but the problem is I've not studied the fights in time to feel confident picking. So not really. Sometimes. I try not to have any skin in the game with these. I just want to call it as objectively as I can. So even gambling will make me kind of be like, well, I want this outcome now. You know? It's been 50 minutes since the Vargas fight. Why is it so long? I don't know. It must be something to do with the scheduling of the TV stuff. All right. Finally. Here we go. And we passed 300 likes, people. Thank you very much for that. The time has come. All right, I'm going to end the poll in about a minute, people. So get your vote in last minute. Over 700 of you. 51% Ennis, 44% Zayas, 5% draw. Get your vote in now. And then when the fight starts, I will be calling it. And as I say, if you want anything read out, you need to do supers because it's going to be too much for me to keep track. But make sure you score it with me, guys. Get your scores in between the rounds. We'll see if we disagree or agree. Boots looks so confident. Interestingly, they said that Boots is taller. I definitely don't think Boots is taller in the official height stats. Boots looks about an inch shorter than Zayas. Yeah, Boots has trimmed his beard, I think. It's not cut far off, though. Still pretty long. All right, here we go. We're about to start. We've got 750 of you in the chat. Appreciate you all being here. Subscribe if you're new, guys. Looking forward to calling this one for you. Here we go. Zayas being announced now. He's bouncing side to side. He's smiling. The flag of Puerto Rico waving behind him. He looks confident too. He looks ready. I think getting those legs nice and warm. Interesting how much he's moving. I wonder if that's nervous energy. He really is bouncing side to side a lot here. Maybe he's, as I say, maybe he is just trying to stay warm, but he's actually moving a lot. I really hope he's not burning off nervous energy doing that. He's got to be super sharp here. From the off. He's got to be so sharp with that lead hand. That is the key for him. He's got to be so sharp with that lead hand. As I said in my prediction video, guys, Xander Zayas is actually a left-handed orthodox fighter, meaning his jab is his strong hand. That is so key for him. Fascinated to see how it all lines up. Will Boots come out predominantly orthodox or southpaw as well? We'll be keeping an eye on that. Here we go. They're about to meet in the middle of the ring and get their final instructions. I'm locking in, guys. Here we go. Get my clock ready. They've touched gloves in the middle of the ring. And we're about to get going. Here we go. This could be fight of the year. I'm buzzing. I'm getting that nervous pre-big fight energy now. Let's get it, people. Here we go. Round one is underway. Let's see what we got here. All right. Straight away, meeting in the middle of the ring. Xander bounces backwards and gets his head off to the side, making Boots Ennis miss with the jab. Boots lands a jab to the body. Boots coming out unorthodox. I said before the fight, I thought he should box predominantly unorthodox. Avoid that lead hand battle. Xander moving his head side to side nicely. None of those jabs really landing. Boots very active with the jab to start the fight. Xander's barely thrown a shot so far. Backhand from Xander lands to the guard of Boots. There's a left hook to the body from Xander that lands. Double jab from Boots missing. Xander blocks, then gets his head off the line. Very good defensive variety already from Xander Zayas there. Feints low from Zayas. Boots going to parry, but it was just a feint. Little jab from Boots there through the guard. Body jab lands for Zayas. 1-2 from Boots missing wildly as Zayas skips backwards, showing he's got those good feet. Boots switching to southpaw straight away almost. Now this is why I'm interested to see Zayas get to work when he's in southpaw and he has that low lead hand. There's a body jab from Zayas that lands. 1-2 from Boots there. There's an uppercut from Zayas. Oh, there's a backhand that lands for Boots and then another one. 2 backhands landing there for Boots Ennis. Zayas came back with zone shots, then a backhand to the body from Boots. I think working the body will be key with how much of a water cut Zayas has done in this fight. Well, my throat's getting dry. Sorry, people. Jab from to the guard of Zayas from Boots. There's a counter uppercut there from Boots to the body. That's lovely. Right now, Boots looks a little too quick. And he is being more disciplined with the guard than I've seen him be in many of his fights. That's encouraging for him. Oh, there's a 1-2 from Boots that lands. The backhand got through. And then a hook. Oh, Zayas has gone down. Oh, my God. So early in the fight. Big backhand from Boots landed. I can't believe it. So early in the fight. It's the first time he's been down in his whole career. He's trading it up inside too much. He needs to be on the back foot using that jab. Crazy from Xander Zayas here, honestly. He's in the pocket too much. He's got to move more. There's a body shot there from Boots that lands. The backhand goes to the body. Zayas looks like he's got his legs, though. He looks okay. He gets off the line and works, but Boots manages to get him in a clinch. This is crazy. What an opening round. Body jab from Boots lands. From the southpaw stance now. And Zayas is too apprehensive. He's holding his feet too much as well. He's got to move more. Boots misses with the uppercut. I think he just wants to get out of this round now, Zayas. But he looks really... I said before the fight, I thought Xander would be really cautious throwing because Boots isn't using a high guard. There's a hook from Xander that lands, then uppercut to the body. Oh, there's a right hook from Boots. Boots that lands. It shakes his legs again. And Zayas is throwing on the inside, but not landing, and he clinches. I don't know why Zayas is standing in the pocket like this. It's crazy. He looks so much bigger, but he hasn't got the speed or the power. And that's a 10-8 round for Boots Ennis there, and Zayas has got to get those legs moving. Great opening round for Boots Ennis. Wow. Couldn't have gone better. He just looks a cut above athletically. Yeah, Xander, as I said in my pre-fight analysis, I thought Xander might be apprehensive throwing the lead hand if the high guard wasn't there for him to work off. And so far, I think that is part of why he's not throwing too many shots. But why Zayas is standing in the pocket like that, I just do not know. Stupid, stupid work from Xander Zayas there. I point that out as well. He leans over that front foot. He loads it, and that was just ridiculous. I don't know why he's holding it in the pocket like that. I've never seen him stay in the pocket that long before. Just leaning over, just waiting for something. So strange. Round 2 coming up. Round 2's underway. He's got to get those legs going, Xander Zayas, if he wants to be in this fight. He's got to jab and move and pull backwards. He's got to draw work from Boots Ennis. Slipping the jab of Boots now. Boots back in southpaw. That southpaw backing up the middle, working well for Boots Ennis in round 1. But Zayas showing he's got good powers of recovery because he looks okay here after getting knocked down. Oh, Boots trying to land that hook again. He finishes with a straight left hand that lands to the forehead of Xander Zayas. Then Xander lands his own left hook, but he's trading up on the inside. Boots is throwing with him. And this is what I've said. Boots doesn't mind taking one to give one. And right now, that's what he's doing. And it looks so dangerous. The power differential is clear to see. Zayas not got the power at 154 that Boots Ennis does. Despite being so much bigger, he's lacking pop. Jab from Zayas to the guard. Oh, there's a lovely left hook from the combination there from Zayas, but then Boots lands his own left hook. Zayas backpedaling again, blocking shots from Boots Ennis. Using that high guard, pivoting round. That's good work from Zayas defensively there. Body shot from Zayas, gets through with a straight round. Oh, backhand from the southpaw stance, lands for Boots Ennis to the head. Then he lands a right hook low, very low, on the leg actually. Then a backhand to the body from Zayas. He's in a proper fight here, finishes with the left hook, but Boots rolls with it. Now they posture in the middle of the ring. Zayas needs to keep those feet moving. Boots is holding his feet right now. He's waiting for Zayas to step in. Zayas has got to start doubling that jab up. But he's so cautious throwing it. It's because that high guard isn't there for him to work off, to go up and down. Boots Ennis showing good head movement. It's unsettling Zayas. He doesn't want to get it going. Body jab from Zayas lands. There's nothing for Zayas to touch. There's a left hook from Zayas. Pivots round. Just cuffing though. Boots moved his head with it. Body jab from Boots lands. There's a... Oh, lovely left hook from Zayas. He loves that combination. Jab and then right hook looping around the side of the guard. Right hook from Boots lands though. From the southpaw stance. He's backing him up here, Boots. There's a counter right hand from Zayas. Then a counter left hook. But Boots just pulled back and made him miss. Very good upper body movement. Right hook to the guard there from Boots. It was blocked. Jab to the body from Boots. Blocked. Xander Zayas with a jab to the body now that's blocked as well. Boots is just pulling that upper body back and Zayas needs to double up. He's pulling it back in straight lines and not moving his feet with it. If he pulls the head back once, he's got to go a second time. There's a big right hand that lands for Boots up the middle. A weakness I point out before the fight, Zayas, if you got that middle channel, you get inside that lead hand, he can be vulnerable there. There's a left hook to the body from Xander Zayas. Nice shot. He's back in the fight, Xander, but this is Boots' round for me as we go into the final few seconds. Jab from Boots to the guard. That is Boots Ennis round again, but Zayas is back in this contest. He started boxing a bit more there, but he needs a lot more to win these rounds. He's standing and trading. He's in the pocket too long. He's trading too much. Boots is just too fast right now, and Zayas can't hurt him enough. That's kind of the issue here. Because Boots, as I say, he's pivoting back. He's pulling his head back just from the hips, but not moving his legs. If Zayas goes twice, if he goes for a second phase, I think he can get him there. But he's apprehensive to work because Boots hasn't given him a high guard to go up and then down. That's how he likes to do it normally. Throw around the guard. He's showing him different defensive looks, and it's tough. Tough start to the fight for Xander Zayas, that's for sure. Round 3 coming up. Get your super chats in, people, if you want me to get to your comments. There's 1,000 people in right now, so it's hard to keep up with the chat. Round 3 is underway. Boots out in orthodox again. Jabbing. Xander Zayas with a 1-2 to the body that lands. Jab to the head from Boots that lands. There's hooks from Xander Zayas. Right to the body, then left upstairs. Yeah, Xander's not... He's too loose inside. I completely agree with that. He doesn't love the inside fighting. He needs to keep it at range. Jab to the body from Xander. There's a left hook to the head there from Xander. Oh, 1-2 from Xander to the head that Boots rolls with. Took the sting off it, but it was a good combination that landed for Xander. Then a left hook upstairs that Boots just pulls away from. Another left hook. Boots blocks this one. Now they're trading on the inside. Jab to the guard there from Boots. There's a jab from Xander that lands. He's got to get that jab going. Boots does leave that chin exposed. Jab to the guard there from Boots from the southpaw stance now. 1-2 from Zayas. To the guard. Boots missing with the jab. There's a right hand to the body there from Xander Zayas. Jab to the head from Zayas, just missing. There's a jab to the head from Boots that lands from orthodox. There's a 1-2 from Zayas. Oh! Zayas rocked him there! A left hook! I think Zayas hurt him there. Boots is holding. It was a 1-2 straight through the guard. Beautiful shot from Xander Zayas. I think Boots has recovered though, but it was a good shot for sure. He definitely held after that. Jab from Xander's. Boots was his head. A left hook from Xander Zayas. On the ropes. What a fight. Right hand to the body from Xander Zayas. A left hook upstairs now lands again from Zayas as well. Left hook from Zayas lands to the head. Boots lands a shot. Left hook to the body. Left hook to the head. Left hook to the body from Zayas. A left hook to the head. They're trading in the pocket. This is catching fire. What a fight. There's a left hook to the right to the body there from Boots. He wants this though. He wants the scrap. Oh, right head from Ennis. from Zayas, sorry, and then another one. And then a backhand from Boots. Left hook to the body. This is a war. Left hook to the head again from Xander Zayas. It's coming alive, people. What a scrap. Left hook to the body from the head from Ennis, from Zayas again, sorry. Zayas being told off for pushing. Zayas has got to him in this round, though. The crowd's going crazy. Now they're holding feet. Left hook to the head again from Xander Zayas. Right hand to the body from Xander Zayas. A right hook to the head. Left hook to the head from Zayas, blocked by Boots. Boots has got his hands up now. And Zayas is pivoting round him really nicely. Boots rolling with the hooks, making him miss 4 times. That was fantastic head movement from Boots Ennis. Left hooks on the inside to the body from Zayas land. Oh, they're trading hooks here. Boots hurt him with a left hook to the head. Then a right hook. Now Xander holds and pushes him back to the ropes. Yeah, Boots has recovered now. I think so. Zayas has got to be careful not to trade it up with him. He's just got to get out this round and take the points. 1-2 from Zayas lands. What a fantastic round of boxing. That was insane. Xander Zayas is back in this fight, and he took that round for me. Hang on a sec. I've got to fix something. All right. Sorry about that. Unbelievable round. Incredible. One of the best rounds I've seen so far this year. Fantastic. Round 4 coming up. Guys, I thought this would be close. I thought this would be tough to call, and we're seeing why right now. These are proper fighters. Proper technique. I told you Boots could be hit, and Zayas is a proper fighter. Amazing. Oh, that straight backhand from Xander Zayas, catching him twice, and a 1-2. But then Boots came back with his own shots. Round 4 coming up, people. This is incredible. Please bang a like on the stream, people. Subscribe if you're new. My post-fight analysis will be out in the morning US time. Here we go. Back on the way. Boots out in southpaw, jabbing. Zayas blocking the shots. Let's see what happens in this round. Oh, Boots lands a backhand from southpaw to the head. Zayas is really spamming that counter left hook at the minute. I'd like to see him straighten up with a jab or a straight right backhand. There's a right hook to the body from Zayas that lands, and a jab lands for Zayas as well. Left hook lands for Zayas as Boots hooks there. They're trying to find each other's timing on the hooks. Oh, there's a hook to lands to the head of Zayas. Right hook. Boots going with a combination low and finishing high. One thing I know about Zayas is he can get caught when he hooks because he throws it quite wide. And Boots is a better hooker, I'd say, out the two of them. There's a left hook from Zayas that lands on the inside. Boots also lands his own right hook. There's a right hand from Zayas. Oh, another right hand from Zayas lands. Then Boots lands his own southpaw backhand. Right hook to the body from Boots, then a left uppercut to the chin. This is an unbelievable scrap. There's no way this can go the distance. A 1-2 to the head of Zayas lands for Boots. Oh my God, what a fight, people. I was not expecting a war like this. I thought it'd be much more cagey than this. This is incredible. Zayas showing he belongs at the top. Boots as well. Fantastic. Boots, great head movement there, making Zayas miss the 3-punch combination. Zayas really holding his feet here. Body shot lands for Boots, a straight left to the body. There's a right hand to the body there for Zayas. He needs to move his feet more. Oh, there's a right hand upstairs that lands for Zayas, but Boots rolls with it. Tries to finish with the left hook and they clinch. God, what a fight. This is a close round now. Really close round. They're both holding their feet. They're oh, 1-2 for Zayas. Lands down the pipe. To the head. This is a really... Oh, big right hook from Boots on the inside, though. Catches Zayas. He's got to keep that left hand up, Zayas. 3 right hooks getting through. Oh, there's a 1-2 for Zayas. Left hooks to the body. Oh, my God. A right hook to from Boots to the head. This is insane. This is absolutely insane. Such a close round. 1 minute to go in the round. Anybody's round right now. Both landing big punches. There's 1-2 from Zayas that lands. Boots just pulls back with it, though. Takes the sting off. There's... Oh, the left hook from Zayas lands. Beautiful shot. Then a jab lands for Boots to the head. There's a left hook to the body from Zayas. He loves that left hook to the body. Misses the 1-2 as Boots pulls back, but Zayas is backing him up at the minute. Boots wants him to throw. Boots has got those hands low. He's trying to make him miss and make him pay right now. Boots lands a 1-2. Lovely 1-2 from Boots through the guard there. Right hand from Zayas over the top lands. There's a jab from Boots that lands. Oh my God, this is such a great fight, people. Oh, lead left hook from Zayas and a right hand down the pipe. Jab from Boots just falls short. Left hook to the body from Zayas lands and a left hook to the head. Left hook to the body from Boots. Oh, that just misses from Zayas. That right hand upstairs. Jab lands for Boots. Poor. I'm edging that. Look, guys, I understand if you score that round for Boots, but I'm edging that round to Xander Zayas. I thought his work was just slightly cleaner. I thought he landed the slightly cleaner work. Boots' were hooks up close. They were landing. I feel that Zayas just slightly outlanded him cleanly there, but it's such a close round. I totally understand if you give that round to Boots. How did you guys score that round? It's a close round. Josh has gone 3-1 Boots. Who else scored that round for Boots? Ben Daly scored that one for Boots. How can I give that to Zayas? I thought Zayas landed more clean combinations there. It's close, though. Most people seem to be giving it to Boots, so maybe I've got that one wrong, but I felt that was a Zayas round there. Round 5 coming up. We're underway at round number 5. Mosey Ennis telling Boots to let his hands go in the corner. Jab from Xander lands to the head. I have no issue with someone giving the last round to Boots at all. I thought it was really close. Body jab from Xander lands. Body jab lands to the head for Boots. Then a body jab just missing as Xander pulls back. Right to the body lands for Boots. Left hook to the head from Xander is blocked by Boots Ennis. He's starting to read that a little bit and get that right hand up. It's nice from Boots. Xander missing a combination. A little right hook to the head lands for Boots as Xander presses. There's a right into the body that lands for Zayas on the belt line. Xander throwing hooks there. They clinch. There's a little right hook on the inside from Boots. When they get close, Boots is doing the better job on the inside with those short hooks. When it's long at the minute, I feel like Zayas is getting the better of it slightly. There's a right hook from Zayas that lands to the head. They clinch. Little left hook on the inside from Zayas. There's a right hook to the body there from Xander Zayas. Partially blocked. There's a right hand upstairs from Xander Zayas, just half landing. Boots pulls back. Left hook to the body, though, from Zayas lands. Right hook to the body for Boots, partially blocked. There's a short right hook on the inside there from Boots. There's a right uppercut, from... Oh, they both land straight shots. Right hook oh, huge left hook drops Zayas heavily. He got caught throwing. It was a right hook he was throwing to the body, and Boots threw it exactly the same time and landed that left hook upstairs. He's up on 9. He's up on 9. That was... Oh, my God. Boots can bloody punch people. Here we go. Boots is going to try and finish it now. Zayas is hurt. Boots landing hooks to the head. Oh, and he's going to go down again. He's just staying up. He's moving. Move those legs, Xander, if you want to stay up. Boots throwing wild hooks and Xander rolling with them. Left hook from Xander. Oh, left hook from Boots lands, though, in reply. It was a right hook, from Southpaw. There's an uppercut from Boots. Xander's trying to hold. There's a right hook to the head. Xander's got his feet, but not fully steady. A short left hook. Left hand, lands for Boots Ennis. Another left hook lands for Boots Ennis. And Xander's really moving his feet. A right hook. Xander trying to move and survive. There's a hooks to the head again. Xander's legs dip. A straight left hand from Boots. Straight shots. Xander's on the ropes and he clinches. The referee's having a good look at him here. Eddie Hearn's up on his feet. Boots looks close to finishing him here. He's just too powerful for him. Oh, big body shot from Boots. Xander looks hurt. Right hook over the top of Xander's lead shoulder there lands. He's on the ropes now. A straight shot, then a right hook for Boots lands. And Xander looks like he hasn't got much left in the tank now. He's just trying to survive this round. There's 15 seconds to go. Let's see if he can get out of the round. He's clinching. He's going to get out of the round. I think there's 10 seconds to go. There's a straight left hand for Boots and a right hook. Xander's swaying. Another left hook for Boots lands. Xander backs up. Oh, he just makes out the round, people. Big Boots Ennis round there. Really big Boots Ennis round. Just basically, I need to see the replay, but I believe Xander was throwing a right hook to the body, and as he did it, Boots launched that left hook at the same time and caught him clean to the head. I said that before the fight, that Boots will throw while you throw, and he's more powerful than Xander. And that is what is the decisive factor right now. I don't think Xander's going to get out of the rest of this fight. The referee's telling Xander you can't take too much more punishment. Yeah, wow. Boots is too powerful. Unbelievable performance so far. Yeah, it was actually the right uppercut that got him. So he was throwing a right hook to the body. His left hand was a little low, and Boots landed a right uppercut as he was doing it. It was an amazing knockdown. Taking one to give one. As I said in the pre-fight, he does that. Round 6 coming up. I don't think this is going 12, people, somehow. Xander's going to just get through this round. Establish the jab. Move. if he can. We're underway in round 6. Let's see if Xander can get out of this round. Oh, the doctor's having a look at Xander. Let's pause it here. Giving him more time to recover. They're letting him go. We're underway. Here we go. Let's see. Zayas moving around the ring on the back foot. Boots trying to press him. Zayas using his lateral movement here. I think he needs to survive this round, to be honest. Jab from Boots. Just touches him. Zayas now in the corner. Left hook lands for Boots. Zayas moving as much as he can here. He's really got those legs working. The crowd are booing. They're hungry for blood. They want to see a stoppage. Boots clinches as... Sorry, Zayas clinches as Boots closes there. Boots lands a southpaw backhand. Just a light one, though. He's just trying to freeze him on the spot and stop him moving. He's on the ropes again, but he clinches. I don't think Xander's got much left. I think at the weight, there's a left hook from Xander that lands. He pivots round. Back foot boxing now. This is what he needs to do to get through this round and just recover. There's a short right hook from Boots that lands. Another one on the inside. The referee's having a look. He's definitely having a think about stopping it here. Xander's got his head down. He's clinching again. He's just trying to make it messy right now. He's trying to stick and move Xander, but I just don't know if he's got enough left in the gas tank now after those knockdowns. Just moving around the ring still, guys. He's got that high guard up. 1-2 lands for Zayas. He's going to have to land something special if he wants to get Boots' respect, though. Boots has shown his chin here at 54. I don't think Zayas is the biggest puncher, but he certainly has enough pop to keep guys off him usually. Zayas missing a wild right hand there, and they clinch. But Zayas, he's got to box his way now. He's got to make sure he keeps himself safe until he's got enough energy back. Boots throwing a right hook, but Xander blocks it and pivots out. He's pivoting nicely at the moment, keeping it at distance. Boots landing jabs from the southpaw stance through the guard there. Xander still moving those legs laterally, just trying to get that gas back in the tank. But, you know, the problem with this is that Boots will be recovering too right now, and he'll be getting ready to go for a finish. There's a jab that lands for Zayas, misses the 2. There's a backhand that lands for Boots Ennis from the southpaw stance. To the head there. Boots steps in, little right hook to the body. Straight right to the body lands for Zayas there. He's just trying to pick his shots a bit more carefully. Jab for Zayas, missing. Boots landing a jab through the guard from Orthodox. Then Zayas throws a 3-punch combo, landing a left hook to the chin. Zayas obviously feeling a bit more steady, starting to feel a bit more confident. Right hand to the guard lands for Zayas, but not scoring shot. There's a right hook uppercut from Zayas. He's doing a really good job here of just marshalling this round. But we'll see if Boots can put an attack together. There's a jab from Boots. There's definitely Boots winning the round right now. Right hook to the body, blocked there from Zayas. I thought, see the way Zayas is boxing right now on the back foot. I thought this is how he was going to box from the beginning. I didn't think he was going to start warring it out as early as he did. It was definitely a little bit too macho. And I'm really surprised that he decided to go that way. There's a hook that lands for Zayas, but then Ennis returns with his own hook. Zayas pivoting round. That's the round. That's an Ennis round, but Zayas has done well to survive there and get out that round. That was good experienced boxing there. But, you know, one of the reasons I predicted Boots on points, was because I thought that Zayas would be more conservative like he is right now. I thought he'd move around the ring and try and counter a bit more, but, you know, very aggressive, very offensive in this fight, standing in the pocket. That's exactly it, the CNS, the connoisseur. He's reckless, but he can take it and give it, so, yeah, super powerful. Too powerful. They both had that round off. Indeed, Elbev, I agree with that. Round 7 coming up next. Here we go. Round 7 coming up. Let's see if Zayas can build on that last round where he sort of recovered a little bit. Here we go. Let's see what happens. Jab from Boots lands from Orthodox. Double jab, right hand from Boots lands from Orthodox. Xander's back on the front foot here. He needs to be really careful, though. There's a jab that lands for Zayas. It pops Boots' head back. Zayas lands a right to the body. He's going for him here. I think he's got a bit of energy, and he's thinking, I've got to capitalize right now, because I think he knows he can't take the Boots Ennis power for the rest of this fight. And I think he knows he can't box his way to victory because he lost that last round. Oh, Boots landing a jab and then a right hook. There's a left hook from Xander that lands. Oh, he's getting caught throwing again there. He can't throw when Boots throws. He's got to draw work from Boots, then throw. Oh, he's trading inside again. He's taking hooks and uppercuts to the head. There's a 3-punch combo that lands for Boots Ennis. He's got to stop doing this. He's got to draw the work with the lead hand, make Boots miss. At the moment, he's just standing there and trading. When he throws, Boots is in range, so Boots is just throwing his own shots back. It's not good. It's not smart tactically from Zayas. I'm very disappointed in him here. He's moving lateral again now, Xander, but he's got to work that lead hand and, as I say, draw it from Ennis. Slip off the jab of Ennis. It's much better when he's pivoting round and working like that, but, you know, he's just tried to outmacho him, and it was just foolish. Too powerful, too explosive, Boots Ennis. He's back on the foot here. He's on the back foot again here now, though, Zayas. Boots lands a backhand to the guard. There's a backhand from Boots from southpaw that lands as Zayas pivots round. There's a right hook that lands to the guard. Oh, left hook on the inside there. 2 hooks land for Boots. Big shots to the head of Xander Zayas there as he was loading that front foot. Oh, left hook and an uppercut, and Zayas has taken a knee. He's being counted. He's on his knee. He's not giving... he's waved off. It's waved off, and Boots wins by stoppage. Fantastic performance from Jaron Boots Ennis. Wow. Absolutely explosive. Way too powerful for Xander Zayas. Xander Zayas went in there with a game plan that I was not expecting. He was very, very aggressive, very, very offensive in there. And it was a fantastic, explosive performance from Jaron Boots Ennis. Too good. And the main thing that let him win that fight was throwing with Xander Zayas. Just too powerful, too strong for him. And Xander just knew it wasn't there anymore. He didn't have enough gas in the tank. He was getting caught way too much. Guys, please smash a like on this stream. There's over 1,000 of you in here. Subscribe to the channel if you're new. If you like pre-fight predictions, post-fight analysis, tactical analysis, all that kind of stuff, make sure you subscribe and hit the notification bell. My post-fight analysis will be out Sunday morning US time, around the Sunday afternoon UK time. Fantastic fight. It'll be fully produced video, highlights of the fight. I'll break down the tactical and technical details of it. What an absolutely incredible performance, though. Absolutely insane. Do subscribe before you go, people. We're closing in on 34k, which I'm massively pleased about. But it was a great performance by Boots Ennis. Honestly, just so good. So powerful. What did everyone make of it? I think Xander at 160 will be better. I do. I think he's too boiled down at 154. I respect the way he went about it in terms of, you know, bravery, but I think it was a terrible game plan. Really, really poor game plan. Felt he played right into Boots' hands. Thank you for the super chat, Ben Daly. Hagler Hearns, nah, Ennis Zayas. They went for it. It was a great performance. But yeah, I don't want to see Zayas fighting like that. L. Evans saying there's levels to boxing, and Zayas just found that out. Yeah, I mean, look, I think, look, it's clear that Boots is flawed. He does get hit. But he's so powerful. And bearing in mind that, you know, Zayas was probably outweighing him in there by maybe 15 pounds. That's how powerful Boots is. He did catch Zayas when he was on his knee there, which is a bit dodgy, but yeah. Happens. Yeah, that's absolutely right. Ab MQA. You don't fight inside against someone who has more power. That's exactly right. Exactly right. Commentary was compelling, says Shola. I'm glad that you think so. Do my best. Whew, what a fight. I'm out of breath after that, people. God, I need a little break. That was mad. But get your post-fight questions in, people. What do you want to know? What do you want to talk about? We'll stick around for a little bit, and then I'll get off and start thinking about my post-fight analysis. Lots to break down, lots to analyze. Outstanding performance by Jaron Boots Ennis. Josh has got Boots top 10 pound for pound. I think that's what you're saying. Favorite fighter to watch other than Bam and Inoue. Well, I love how you've retracted it. Okay. Well, I love Xander will live to fight another day. I do love his attitude in the ring, Boots. I love the fact he'll take one to give one, and he's so powerful. The Raider says, thanks for making the watch along fun. No worries, mate. I'm glad you enjoyed it. Please do subscribe if you've enjoyed the watch along. My voice is gone, as usual. It's definitely fucking rough after that. Michael thinks Boots moves into top 10 pound for pound. Very possible. There's a debate to be had. What we will do next week, though, people, is we will do a top 10 154 pound rankings. We will have a look at that and break it down. So looking forward to see as many of you there on that one as possible. Martin says, thanks for the comms. Looking forward to the highlights now. Good experience from Zayas. Ennis has to fight Virgil Ortiz or Fundora. Yeah, I want to see either of those would be great. I really don't mind which one it is because they both, you know. Oh, thank you very much for the $20. Op Gamer, much appreciated super chat, mate. Really helps to support the channel. As promised, Henry, I bet 7th round for both. Okay, very nice. Look at Boots' eyes and body language. Xander had Boots in trouble for 2 rounds and needed to throw. Once Boots recovered, game over. But Virgil KOs Boots. Well, that is an interesting debate to be had, and it's very interesting. Very, very interesting. But thank you so much for that super chat, mate. I really appreciate it. AV Sound says, thanks, Henry, for your service. I have a feeling and hope this is how Atalma Hrgovic is going to go. Maybe. Off to bed. I think Atalma's too game plan focused to let it get that aggressive and intense in the fire, but maybe. Maybe. I just think Zayas let the heat of battle get the better of him there. I really do. I think, you know. But Boots is now the unified champion at 154. Standout fighter in that division. And he deserves huge respect. I do think he probably moves into the top 10 pound for pound now with that win. Now a 2-weight world champion as well. He looks fucking great at 54, doesn't he? Really, really good. But yeah, I thought Xander would move more. That's what they're asking Boots about it right now. I agree. I thought he would stick and move more. I thought he'd box him more. Trading it up in the middle of the ring with Boots was very brave. And it didn't work out for him. The other thing was I felt like he needed to keep the shot straight. I felt like he needed to keep the shot straight. I said that in the pre-fight. And I think, yeah, I just feel like hooking with a hooker, it's just crazy. And that's what he did. Thank you for the 10, Sebs. Sebs9384. Which belt, IBF or WBC, does Boots get a shot at next? Who the hell's got the IBF belt? Because the WBC's Fundora. Oh, it's Josh Kelly. Of course it is. Of course it is. I mean, either of them. Oh, gift memberships from, who sent those? Them hoodies trash, my guy. Thank you very much, bro. I appreciate that. 50 gifted memberships. That's awesome. Lots of deserving new members. Big up. Welcome to all the new members. I'd go through them all, but that's 50 memberships, which is loads. Thanks so much, man. I really appreciate that. Back to Sebs' question. I don't mind either of them. Honestly, either of them. The Josh Kelly fight's easy to make. They're both with Matchroom. It's just if Kelly wants it. It's an insane amount of memberships. Thank you so much, dude. Crazy. And as you know, as for intrigue, I think, you know, Boots against Virgil is probably the one I'm most interested in. But I'd be very happy to see Boots against Fundora as well. Yeah, Boots against any of them. Any of them. And the other 3 fights can fight in the meantime. Maybe you know, if they can do Virgil Ortiz against Josh Kelly, and if he can win, then Boots can go and fight Fundora or vice versa. Get all the belts on the line for Undisputed. Yeah, brilliant. Yeah, that's so cool, isn't it? The free memberships you gave. Very, very cool. Great to have some more channel members as well. Maham45 thinks Crawford will kill Boots. The connoisseur says, I think Boots learned from being defensively reckless this time. He will know better than to stay in the pocket for so long. I don't think he cares, mate. I think that's how he does it every single time. I think he'll continue to do that. Unless he absolutely can't. You know, I think against a Virgil Ortiz, that's an interesting strategy. Virgil can fight in and out. But yeah, but look, I think that Xander's a good boxer, but athletically, that was what I said. Explosiveness, just that's the difference. And that was what it was. He was, you know, he was just too fast inside Boots Ennis for Xander, and he took him out of there. Very, very effectively. Let's see what Xander has to say. He's in the ring, waiting to be interviewed. He'll be gutted, Xander Zayas, but guys, full respect to Xander Zayas. Full respect him for taking this fight. He didn't have to do it. He absolutely did not have to do it. Xander's talking in Spanish right now, guys. That's why I'm not saying anything. I don't know what he's saying. I'm sure he'll speak in English in a sec. He's just saying thank you for everything, to all the support. Just saying you dream big, you can't be short sometimes. I think it goes to 160 next. I don't think it's going to be too hard. I don't think it'll be too hard for him to become a champ at 160. So it's a pretty empty division right now. He can go up there and make it his own. Until Boots joins him. I want to hear what he says about his attitude in the fight. He said he got hurt in the first round a little bit, so his legs went a bit. Very honest. Right. So he's saying that I had to fight him because my legs went a bit in the first round. So actually, it wasn't a strategic decision from the off to go in there and scrap it out with Boots. He's saying that because he was hurt, he wasn't able to stick and move. Very, very interesting. But yeah, wow, that's so interesting. I wonder what shot it was it got in round one. I need to watch it back. He did land big shots. He did get to him, but Boots too powerful, too athletic, too physically mature. Insane. AX says Ortiz versus Boots is so much more interesting now. Didn't think Xander had the pop to hurt him. Yeah, I mean, ultimately, he did hurt him, but ultimately Boots was just overpowered him, too powerful. It's what Boots did at 147 as well, but he's still doing it at 54. But his timing is good too. You know, he does take shots, but he generally takes the sting off them and finds a better shot, a more balanced shot at the same time. It's very impressive. I think that Boots is faster than Virgil, I have to say. But I think that Virgil's more defensively disciplined than Boots. It's a very good fight. Very, very good fight. I probably favor Boots right now, but I've just watched him perform amazingly, so, you know, that's easy to say. That'll be one that needs studying if it gets made. Xander asked if he'll move up. He said he doesn't want to make excuses and say that's why he lost. So he's going to take time off and think about it. Proper warrior, proper old school. I love him. He's a great guy. I really like Xander Zayas. Proper old school mindset. Doesn't make excuses. Takes the best fights. Fair play to him. Xander tells Boots he deserves everything and to take over 154. Xander said he's not flat-footed. It's just a promotional thing. I saw that. He said he's not flat. He was just talking shit when he was on the Errol Hawani podcast. He said he's not flat-footed. It was just a promotional thing. That's hilarious. That's so funny. I love it. Eddie's picking up Xander as well. He's just said you've seen the two new superstars of boxing. It was a fantastic fight while it lasted. It really was good. Fantastic. Competitive rounds. If you go in there and scrap like that with Boots, there's only going to be one winner, but it was fantastic. I should have ended the poll a while ago. Oops. All right, we'll do a quick poll. Who do you want next? Get your votes in, people. Who do you want next for Boots? What do people want? A lot of people voting. Ortiz, the favorite early. Fundora close behind. No one really wants Josh Kelly that much. I do agree with that. Boots needs to tighten up, else he'll eventually get found out. There will be fights where he can't just go in there swinging like that and trading. But, at the minute, yeah, at the minute he's fine. He is quite reckless, but it's like controlled aggression. And he's willing to get hit to punch you. It's kind of like a bit like what Fabio Wardley does. He's willing to take one to give one. Because he knows he's so powerful. And he wants those knockouts. Josh says Kelly shouldn't be champion, lost to Buckram. It was close. I think they should do the rematch, personally. It'd be fair. I thought Buckram won by a round. I think I had it. But Kelly boxed really well, to be fair. I didn't think he could even compete on that level. All right, guys. I'm going to head off unless anyone's got any pressing questions or supers they want to send in to support the stream. Get any final thoughts in? I'm going to get out of here. Because I'm starving. All right. I'll let the poll hit 100 and I'm going to go. 53% Ortiz, 38% Fundora, 10% Kelly. W Stream says, the connoisseur, thank you, bro. My guy knows a good creator, because he is good creator. 202, you still never gave US props for win over Oz. What was that? Oh, in the football? I'm not Australian, mate. I couldn't care less. Come and beat England, and then I'll give you props. Great show, Henry. Well done, sir. Says Op Gamer. Thank you, mate. Thank you for the super chat as well. Appreciate that. Enjoy that roast. I hope I'm getting a roast. We'll see. 6 more votes to go, and then we're on 100. 5 more. By the way, before I go, guys, make sure Sunday morning US time, about midday UK time, my post-fight analysis will be out. Subscribe, hit the notification bell so you don't miss it. Lots to talk about with this one and break down. I'll be studying in the time while you guys sleep and wake up and see the video. All right. We'll end the poll. 52% of you want Ortiz, 38% Fundora, 11% Kelly. Thanks so much, everyone. Big up yourselves. Thanks for being with me on the stream. And as always say, on to the next one.